Eugene, Oregon today, home of the Oregon Ducks. We were so shocked by the state of Portland yesterday, by how bad the state of Portland is, the city of Portland, but like how bad of a state it was in, the city of Portland, that we had to come here to Eugene, Oregon. Right here it says Eugene tops the list for being one of the cities with the highest homeless population per capita in the U.S. Around 432 per 100,000 people are homeless here. And in 2020, Oregon decriminalized drugs. Measure 110 decriminalized any small possession of any drugs like fentanyl, crack, meth. And then they recently reversed that. But the problem is they hooked thousands of people onto fentanyl, essentially. Got them addicted to the strongest drug in the world, currently going throughout the United States. And now, is Oregon even recoverable? Today we're going to find out. We're going to start talking to people here in Eugene, see what it's like, go to some of the places here, and see what's happening here in the city of Eugene, and see if Oregon is fixable. Here we go. Let's see what's going on here in Oregon today. Let's talk to this guy right here, the bus stop, see what's going on. How you doing, sir? Having a good day? Could we talk to you? We're live here in Eugene. We wondered if we could ask you a quick question. You mind? Okay, never mind. All right, let's keep moving along here. Let's see what's going to happen here today. Here's somebody crossing the street right here. How you doing? You have a quick second? What's it like here in Eugene?
It's very unique, that's all I can say. It's its own spot, own utopia in its own way, I'm going to say. I love the nature and everything out here. The weather is kind of very weird, but I could agree with when the sun's out. It's a wonderful town, I could say.
You say it's very unique, very
weird?
weird?
Yeah, it's unique, and it has its weird points, yeah, it does.
What makes it so unique and weird?
It feels like Oregon, Eugene in general, is kind of like 15 years behind. So when people see things that are very unique, like new people that come into town, they can really tell, and they try to learn things about the culture. It kind of throws me off a little bit, but I actually like it because people like learning new things.
Yeah, very cool. You say it's 15 years behind. In what ways do you think it's behind?
A lot of the things out here is just like, for example, one thing that just barely got up to date was that people could pump their own gas now.
Really?
Yeah. Now it's before, when I first got here in 2016, you couldn't pump your own gas. It's illegal. You would get fined for it, actually.
Really?
And now you're actually able to do that, and that's something that America has always been doing, but I think they gave them the luxury of not having to do that themselves.
That's kind of interesting, not being able to pump your own gas.
Yeah.
But do you know that Eugene has one of the largest per capita homeless rates here in America?
Oh yes, that's another reason I could say it's a unique and behind, because it seems like they don't know how to take care of the homeless directly, and the homeless that are very comfortable with being homeless don't want to do better. It's actually destructive to me, actually.
What have you seen the city done to try and combat the homelessness issue?
I feel like it actually has gotten worse. I don't think they're doing anything.
We got this guy coming behind us in a skirt. How you doing?
And he's homeless. So I know I'm struggling out here, and I deal with it, but I want something better for me and everything. But I feel like the homeless people took advantage of the opportunities that they gave to them, and now they don't want to really help them but push them out of the city.
You think it was a good idea for Oregon to decriminalize drugs and get people addicted to drugs like fentanyl?
It was terrible. It was a terrible idea, actually. It just made them addicted just to make it illegal again. It made no point. It was like a test dummies.
Yeah.
That's all I can say about it in my mind. They tested out on Oregon.
Do you know people personally that have OD'd on fentanyl?
No, I don't know anybody personal, but I have friends that know people that overdose on it.
Yeah, it's a really bad issue, especially here in Oregon and across the United States.
Yeah.
Hey, well, we appreciate your time,
well,
man.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of your day.
Have a good one.
You too. Thank you. We will. It's going to be interesting here in Eugene. How are you guys doing? Good. What are you guys up to today? Going to what?
Pay bills and stuff.
Pay bills and stuff, she said. Very nice. Good for her. All right, chat. Let's see what some of these people have to say. We got some people coming across the street right here. Let's see what's going down here in Oregon. How you guys doing? You have a quick second? Do you live here in Eugene?
Yeah,
How long have you been living here for?
my whole life.
Your whole life?
Yeah.
How have you seen the city change in the past 5 years?
Drastically, everybody out here is homeless. Most people you see on the street are homeless. I say
Really?
houseless. 'Cause
Yeah.
home is where, lay your head.
What do you think caused this city to be one of the largest homeless cities in America?
I wish I knew the answer to that.
Are you homeless yourself?
Yes.
And what caused you, or was there anything that happened to you that brought you onto the streets?
Victim of circumstance. Just, I don't know what to say. Housing is really expensive, for one.
Yeah, how much does housing cost here?
Well, location. I mean, it's a college town. These apartments right over here, one bedroom is $1,200, $1,300 a month.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So that's pretty expensive. So what percentage of the people here on the streets would you say are homeless?
Look around. Just about everyone you see right now is homeless, except for maybe there's a couple of people here and there. A college student, no.
Yeah.
Veteran, but yeah, about everyone you see with a backpack, homeless, yeah.
Wow.
Houseless. It's unreal. The number is alarming. It's yeah, and the government can house the people. They have the money to do it. They have the funding to do it. I don't know why they're not doing it. I would rack my brain asking this question. I think we're going to take it all the way and protest again at the front of the court.
Really, you guys are gonna go protest?
Yep, we're
And
going.
what would you like to see the government do for you guys?
We need to start building this affordable housing, like the apartments down there. They have the ability to do it. They're not doing it, and we need to get to the bottom of this. We need advocates. We need people to help us. There's nobody out there helping us.
Yeah.
Who's going to help us?
Interesting. When the city decriminalized drugs, or the state decriminalized drugs, did it make the situation worse?
Way worse. In fact, if you want the answer to that, look at the Canada and like British Columbia. The model for they treat the drug problem as a public health crisis. It is not. It is absolutely a health crisis, and they need to treat it like one if they want to solve it.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wow.
instead of incriminating innocent people. But yeah.
And are you on drugs right now? Are you using?
I go to the methadone clinic down here.
Yeah.
I use that as replacement therapy.
Oh, okay. So what does the methadone clinic do?
It's so people don't have to do drugs like heroin or fentanyl. They can get their life back.
Is methadone another form of meth, or?
No, methadone doesn't mean that. It means it's a synthetic opiate. It's an opioid.
Okay, so it's like a reducer.
Yeah, it's how do you say
And
it?
does that cost anything to go there?
No, healthcare covers it. All healthcare covers it. Yeah, it's free.
Oh, very nice. Hey,
Yeah.
thank you so much for your time, sir.
Yeah,
We appreciate it.
thank you.
Have a great rest of your day. Let's move along here. Let's see what's going on down this way. Wow, so you said nearly about every single person here. How you doing? You like living here in Eugene?
It's okay.
It's okay. Just okay. So like I was saying, nearly every single person here in Eugene on the streets here is homeless. That is crazy. Said everybody with a backpack for the most part is homeless. Interesting. Let's keep talking to some of these people down here. We're gonna make our way today. The plan for the stream, we're down here downtown. We're gonna be talking to people. Then we're gonna move around as well. Apparently there's a big old park that people wants to go check out. And we'll move down there, chat. Here we go. Let's see, should we go this way? Or go this way? Oh, we got some guy at the shopping cart. Let's talk to him really quick. How you doing? Having a good day? Okay. Move along here. Talk to this family up here. Hopefully we can get. How you doing, sir? What are you listening to? What are you listening to today?
Dude, I'm in a movie. You know you're in a movie.
Yeah. What movie are we in?
I'm God, man. My name's William.
Nice to meet you, Miller.
Yeah, you and your family will be on your knees when the movie's over. Get that fucking microphone out of my face. Hasn't Bill Gates told you about the movie yet?
No, Bill Gates hasn't told me about the movie yet. Here, come
You're
here.
not getting $1 million.
Why? Wait, why not?
Because it's a movie about God.
Yeah,
What's with the camera?
we're live right now.
you?
This is part of the movie.
Is it?
It's part of the
Can't wait
movie.
for you. I'm going to be watching
The-
on a screen
the-
when you find out
The Truman Show.
what the movie is about.
Yeah.
Same as she'll find out, he'll find, or whoever these people are, since you're all in costumes.
Yeah.
But when you find out who I am,
Yeah.
I'm going to be watching from the screen, and you're probably going to shit your pants. You
Really?
all will shit your pants.
Really?
I promise you that when you find out what's happening here, what the movie's really about. I hope you do.
Who am I in the movie?
You're some extra.
Some extra?
One of the 10,000 people that Bill Gates assembled, all of family members. I said, Bill, take 10, because I told Bill Gates to make the movie in my last life.
Yeah.
I said, Bill, in an email, Bill Gates, I said, round up 10,000 people that do not deserve $1 million and use them as actors in the movie, and at the end of the movie, the whole world's gonna watch them be sacrificed. That's you, that's the 10,000 actors. I don't know who you are, but that could be one of them, could be one of them.
I'm just an extra.
Well, thank you.
When can we see this on the big screen?
Any day now.
Any day now. Like right now, we're live, right?
Yeah, put it on TV. Am I on YouTube?
Yeah, you're on YouTube.
All right.
You're live.
All right.
Anything you like? Anything you'd like to say to the people?
I hate human beings.
Here, come back. We can't hear you.
I don't like planet Earth.
What planet do you like?
I think you're stupid.
Oh, I think you're cool.
I think you're stupid.
Hey, easy now.
Have a good one.
You too. Tell Bill I say hi.
Will do.
All right, he said he's gonna tell Bill Gates I say hi. Yeah. Excuse me, ladies. No. Oh, okay. We gotta make sure we ask permission before we talk to people here on the streets. Wow, that guy. He might go up, call Bill Gates. We're in Bill's territory. We're not too far away from Seattle. Give Bill a call. How you doing, sir? Could we talk to you really quick? Could we talk to you really quick? No. Okay, no worries. Have a great rest of your day. Wow, you guys, where do you think we're gonna see that guy's show at? What movie theater we're gonna go check out? All right, let's move along. Yeah, this is just downtown here in Eugene. We're only a few blocks away from the Oregon Ducks.
6 months when she gets a big boom.
Let's talk to this guy right here. Excuse me, sir. How you doing?
What's up?
Can we talk to you really quick?
About what?
Yeah, we're live right now. We're just here in Eugene.
Yeah, we're good. I'm good, man.
Okay, no worries. Have a great rest of your day. Boom. Strange town here in Eugene. Talk to this guy right here. How you doing? Having a good day? Got the clean Air Force Ones on. How you keep them so clean out here?
I don't know. I don't go to dirty places.
Don't go to dirty places. How long you been living here in Eugene for?
I don't know. I just got out of prison, so
Oh, really? What'd you go to prison for?
just some stuff, burglary, UUMV, theft one.
Oh, okay, very nice.
Yeah, just got out on transit.
Okay, cool. How's the transition process been going?
Good. Just to keep my head keep my head above water and stuff. You know.
What's prison like?
What's prison like? I don't know. It's not weird. It's not clean. It's definitely suffering. You know. It depends on where you go too, as well. Like they don't really treat you like a human. Pretty inhumane. You know,
Yeah.
but I guess it is what it is. I feel like a dog in there. You know.
Felt like a dog in there.
Yeah.
Dang. And here on the streets of Eugene, and we were just in Portland yesterday. People are doing drugs in the streets.
You talking about the homeless life? I was homeless for like 7 years.
Really?
Yeah, in Eugene. I was someone that was on these streets, like running amok, doing the most. And I tell you what, I don't miss it. I'm at sponsors right now, and I promise you ain't gonna ever see me on the streets. I'm trying to get one foot in the game, one foot out the game. You know, really get involved with immersions and stuff. You know,
With the what?
immersions. It's this drug court over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they it's peer support and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just really trying to help everybody around me as much as possible. But you gotta want help.
Yeah.
Some people that I don't know what this is, but it's crazy. Can't wait to talk about this, but some people reason why people do drugs and stuff is because they want to numb their depression or whatever they're going through, or elevate their emotions, and they usually want to forget about their past. But if you forget about your past, you forget about the emotions that come with that past. And so when you forget about the past and you want to move forward, you tend to repeat your history. But if you remember your past and think about and when you remember your past and think about a certain situation or whatever, those emotions come up. So if you're sober and you're clear-headed and pretty balanced in life, you tend to veer away from that emotion and that same thing that happened,
Yeah. What do you think so you say a lot of these people come on the streets, depression and whatnot. What do you think causes most people to come out here onto the streets? Is it depression or is it?
They're subjective on the world. They're biased how they were raised, what happened in their life, childhood, traumas, stuff like that.
What was your childhood like?
Well, I grew up I was adopted at 10 days old. I was adopted at 10 days old. Good family, good mom, good dad. They're actually my my great uncle that adopted me at 10 days old. I was doing good in school and everything down in Douglas County, and my dad ended up getting pancreatic cancer. And when that happened, I was in basketball and everything, just trying to make it. I had A's and B's and stuff, but when that happened, when he got sick, I got sick, because that was my best friend. So then he ended up dying when I was 20, but when he got sick, he was the one that was rebounding for me when I was playing basketball and stuff. So when he got sick, I didn't have no one to rebound for me, so it kind of threw me off a little bit. I didn't know how to deal with it.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah.
It's too bad. And do you think, like I said, we were in Portland yesterday, now we're here in Eugene. Obviously lots of homeless people. We haven't seen too much drugs here today in Eugene. Yesterday in Portland there was drugs everywhere. Do you think it's fixable here in Oregon to fix the situation with between the homeless and the drugs?
It depends on the people. It depends on the people themselves, and it depends on, I guess, I don't really know how to fix it. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you think Oregon created their own problem here by decriminalizing drugs in 2020 and now criminalizing them again?
I think it's a fraud situation. It has to do with prison, because the prison wasn't filled up enough, and so when that happened, they want to send people back to prison. So because if the prisons are filled, that's one of the highest capitalists there is. The biggest part of capitalism is prison, because for every person that goes into prison, they make thousands of dollars off every single person, plus because they gotta house them, they gotta feed them, and everything like that. So. I think it has to do with the criminal part of life.
Hey, well, wish you the best of luck. Stay out of prison. Is there any message I can give to the people?
I don't know. I'll become a rapper, but look up my music, Q43 on SoundCloud.
Can you give us something right now? A little freestyle?
A little freestyle. Born with this sickness, my mother could be the witness. I'm struggling from withdrawals as an infant. Not asking for your sorries, I'm forgetting that I'm wicked. Twisted in the head when it's coming to my feelings. Emotions scattered like roaches in the places that I've been in. Nowhere else to go, couldn't find a place to fit in. My daddy got the cancer, then I couldn't see the vision. I was planning hoop dreams, now I'm sitting in prison. First day out, no one wants me at the house. Now I'm with my old friends, surfing couch to couch. I'm playing back to back like a game of cat and mouse. It's 17 to 24, and now I'm getting out.
There you go. That was great. Heartfelt.
Q43 on SoundCloud. That was part of knowledge.
You just shared your whole entire story in like 30 seconds.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
There you go.
But that's called knowledge of contradiction. It still needs some work, but I need help, But my name is Matthew Lay. I'm at sponsors right now.
Awesome, Matthew.
Yeah.
Hey, best of luck out here, man.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
That's beautiful. Beautiful rap. Booker T. Jones is impressed. You got it, man. How you doing, sir? Let's talk to this guy. He's got a U.S. veteran hat on. Let's see what's going on here. Yes, some people in the chat are saying that was fire. That was fire. That guy did speak some bars. How you doing, sir? Can we talk to you really quick?
No, I'm waiting for somebody.
Oh, okay, he's waiting for somebody. No worries. Let's move over here to the library. Let's see what's going on. Looks like the public library out here. Oregon. smells good here. I will say that it's got good air. That's one good thing about Oregon. They have good air. It's all that moisture in the rain. Let's talk to people out here inside of Eugene's public library, just downtown here. How's it going? Having a good day? Enjoying yourself out here? You got the lawn chair out here. Yep. Ready to go hunting today? Got the camo on?
I don't know, it's just how I dress, man.
Just how you dress? Yeah, you're doing good. You got a sword?
Yeah. And that was actually given to me by somebody after I read this Revelation of Jesus Christ thing that somebody gave me here on the street. And then somebody gave me that sword afterwards. It has like the sword of truth on it.
Oh, very cool.
So yeah,
Cool.
I'm a firm believer in God.
Oh, me as well. Me as well. What's your story? What's your name? How old are you?
My name is Nakota Farmer. I was born and raised here in Oregon,
Oh, okay.
and so I've been here pretty much my whole entire life.
And how long you been living here in Eugene for?
I was just actually just passing through here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Where are you on your way to?
I'm trying to go down to Arizona right now.
Really? Get
Yeah.
out of the cold?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Very nice. What do you do for work? Are you working right now?
I'm not currently working right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to get through here. I'm gonna find a job down there when I get down there.
Oh, nice. You got family in Arizona?
I used to have family up there,
And
or
what can we
down there
expect?
technically.
What can we expect to see here in Eugene? We're gonna be here for the next 2 hours or so.
Pretty much whatever you want to see. I mean, there's pretty much everybody here from all different walks of life. It's a pretty weird place, dude.
Pretty weird place.
Yeah, pretty weird guy.
What makes it so weird?
I don't know. Liberals?
Liberals.
Yeah, probably.
Are you a liberal yourself?
Oh, no, dude.
No.
No, I probably consider myself leaning conservative.
Very conservative. Here they voted for Kamala. This was between Portland and Eugene. They're two of the big cities here in Oregon, and they both voted for Kamala Harris. Why do you think there are so many liberals here in Eugene?
I don't know. I have no idea, dude. I don't know. I grew up in a conservative area of Oregon.
Oh, okay.
So out in rural Oregon, I'm sure a lot of people that I talk to that are from out of the state don't realize that most of Oregon is actually red.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you guys are probably aware of this.
Yeah, it's weird because in the big
Yeah, it
cities,
is
for
weird,
some
yeah.
reason, they always are.
But in the
For the most
smaller
part,
towns,
liberal.
we're actually very conservative. Yeah.
And how do you think this all happens here in Oregon? Why do you think they continue to vote blue in these big cities? Well, especially when we've been walking around, and one person at the very beginning of the stream today said most people out here are homeless. Why do you think people in these big cities continue to vote for people that seem to be feeding and aiding this situation and not really coming up with many solutions to these problems?
I don't know. It's just the way that they believe for some reason. I really don't understand.
Are you excited about Trump being president now?
Definitely better than Kamala. I'm not really super excited about either of them. But yeah, definitely better than Kamala Harris.
Awesome. And how are people out here surviving on the streets? How are they getting their food? How are they making money? Like, how do most of these people live?
There's a lot of programs. A lot of government-funded taxpayer programs here.
And what do they give the people?
Pretty much just get whatever you need. They do even if you're a drug addict, they'll supply that
Really?
over here. Yeah.
What will they supply you with?
They supply you with needles and pipes and stuff like that.
Really? So they're still doing that here?
On taxpayers' dime, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That kind of makes you mad that they're giving homeless people, they're aiding their addictions even more by giving them the needles and whatnot. Are they giving out drugs? Like, do they give out that stuff, or is it just the supplies to be able to do the drugs?
No, they call it a harm reduction. So they passed a bunch of bills here in Oregon that are called the Harm Reduction Act.
And
So
is there a harm reduction booth around here?
there's a place called Whitebird here, and they give out that stuff.
Whitebird. Where's Whitebird at?
It was actually It's actually just straight down that direction and take a right.
Okay, we'll have to go check out Whitebird, go see what they're giving out to people here.
Yeah, you can just look
Awesome.
it up on Google or whatever.
Awesome. Do you find shelter here, or where do you sleep at night?
Out here, I don't know about any shelters.
Okay.
Over here, I'm not quite aware of that.
How long have you been here in Eugene for?
For about 3 days, probably.
About 3 days. So are you just sleeping out here in the
Yeah,
cold?
I've just been sleeping out here. Yeah.
Dang. Hey, well, stay safe out here. Stay warm. It's freezing out here. I'm cold myself.
All right, man.
All right, have a good one.
See you, brother.
You too. Have a great one. Let's talk to. Let's see. This is a family right here coming through. Who shall we talk to here? Let's talk to these people right here. Wow, it looks like everyone out here is just trying to stay warm. How you guys doing?
Hi.
Can we talk to you really quick? We're live.
What about
Yeah.
before you record it for your channel or whatever?
Yeah, we're just live here talking to people here in Eugene. Okay, they stormed off. There's some guy walking around with This is a pretty interesting city. Okay. We had a lot of requests saying, come to Eugene, Nick. Got lots of messages saying, you need to come here to Eugene. Let's move over here, keep talking to some of the people. I want to talk with one of these locals here. Oop, back. Here we go. Are you a college student here? Yeah. What's it like here? We're live right now. How you doing?
I'm
Doing fine. Do you go to college here at the University of Oregon?
No, at Glen Community College.
Oh, okay. Cool. Every day is it like this?
What are you talking about? The weather?
The weather, the streets. Is it always pretty empty?
Yeah, it's pretty like this.
Pretty like this?
Yeah.
Wow. Awesome. Well, best of luck in your schools. What are you studying?
Civil engineering.
Civil engineering.
Yeah.
Awesome. Where are you from?
Cote d'Ivoire, which is not from here.
Where's that?
It's in Western Africa.
Western Africa. Wow. How long you been here for?
That's actually my second year here.
2 years here.
Yeah.
Wow, you speak pretty good English. Hey, best of luck.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of your day. How are you doing, sir? What's life like here in Eugene?
What?
What's life like here in Eugene?
What's it like?
Yeah.
It's great. Yeah.
What do you like about Eugene?
Well, who's asking anyway?
My name's Nick Shirley.
Who are you guys with?
Nick Shirley. I'm my own person.
Oh.
I just have my own YouTube channel
Oh.
called Nick Shirley.
Yeah, it's a good town. I've lived here since 1971. And came from the east, and I liked it and stayed. I left a couple times, a couple of months here, a few months there, 6 months over there, but always came back. Always kept a place rented.
What's your favorite part about Eugene?
My favorite part about Eugene, the weather.
The weather.
Yep.
Awesome. Hey, have a great rest of your day.
Okay.
How you guys doing?
Well, yourself?
Doing great.
I'm Duran.
Duran, nice to meet you, Duran.
This is my son.
This is your son. Do you like living here in Eugene? Pretty chill spot. What do you think about Eugene?
I would move if I had a choice.
Yeah, what keeps you here?
His mother.
His mother. Awesome.
You guys picked a heck of a spot to come.
Yeah, I mean,
Downtown Eugene.
I don't know where else to go here in Eugene.
Oh, there's some beautiful spots, but what you have is a real tear between. You got Nike money, U of O, and the university students, and then you have this going on with the demographic, all the policies that go into place. There's so much. I mean, what are you guys? What are you trying to?
Thank you. Awesome.
What are your questions, really? What are you trying to figure out?
We're trying to figure out if Oregon is fixable.
Is any of this fixable? I mean, where do you start? I start with children. I start with my sons. I volunteer at the school a lot.
Yeah. Like, how could Oregon get people that are on drugs working, or get these streets to where people want to come out and walk these streets and work inside these big cities? Because here in Portland yesterday, it was completely dead.
Yeah.
Only people out, or there was very few people out, and if they were out, the majority of them were people living out on the streets.
What I found is purpose. People need a purpose. And so I've done a lot of work with the houseless around here. And one of the things, if you go around, you'll see a bunch of shelters set up that are just for single people when they can stay at them. What we were talking about was trying to get them, instead of just giving them food, instead of just giving them all these things, it's how do we work towards something and giving them some kind of structure. Because at the end of the day, humans thrive in structure. So how do we create a structure that enables people to continue to improve in life? So for them, it would be like, what, can we create a garden? Can we create a chicken coop? Can we give you something to work towards? And when we were doing that work, it was getting good traction. But the system's not set up for that. The system is set up for us to fail. This is all designed for this whole collapse to happen. Because right now, there's no issues going on right now because everybody is suffice. They got blankets, they got their stuff, what they need. But as soon as we start having food issues, that's when we're going to start having serious issues. Because already people are breaking in, cars are getting their gas emptied, problems are starting to happen. And that's okay when you have food, shelter, warmth. But when you lose food, then you're going to start having big issues because people, it's going to get chaotic around here. And I would not be here if I had a choice. I would be more isolated. I'd be working on getting those three things down under this. But Eugene's in a lot of trouble. Their finances are in trouble. There's it's just a mixing pot of everything. I mean, I could take you to an Oregon Duck game. They're the #1 team in the country right now, right down the street from here. Completely different vibe than what you're getting right now. I could take you on to Spencer Butte. This whole place is absolutely beautiful. This demographic, the ocean is an hour away, the high desert is an hour away, you got skiing, you got the stuff here is really magnificent. But it's just collapsing. I mean, it's the money. I mean, look at everything. The money supply. I mean, how many $1 trillion in debt is the U.S.? $35 trillion in debt? Where do people think that's going? And eventually, the money becomes worthless. People keep thinking inflation's going up. Prices of things are going up. It's not going up. The value of the dollar is going down. Because what a gallon of milk costs, value to us, never changed. But the price is going up because the dollar is going down. There's so many different things going on. And this is just part of enabling. We just can't enable people. And it's how do you get away from an enabling mentality into one of more purpose? And it's, the fastest way to enlightenment is through misery. So sometimes you got to fall on your face before you actually start to figure out how to figure life out.
Yeah. So do you think the city should help out the homeless a little less than what they're doing? Because we just talked to somebody over here. He said you can get anything you need here. You need food, you got it. If you want.
It's not helping them out less. It's helping them out in the right way.
Yeah.
It's the whole Einstein quote of, you can't solve a problem with the same consciousness which created it.
That's deep.
And it's just not, they're not looking for solutions because it's all government funded. It's just a waterfall of fake dollars that build up this artificial system, and it's going to start collapsing, and it's just a matter of time. So how do you fix it is you really have to have peace with everyone around you. Just because someone's homeless doesn't mean you can't talk to them. The biggest thing a homeless person will do is enjoy having a conversation because they don't feel like they're invisible. They feel like they're an actual person, which they are. They've just been completely disregarded in society. You see it in schools. I mean, COVID was not a help. I mean, covering kids' face up, that's how you learn speech. I have so many kids that have speech impediments and have social issues because they were withdrawn from society and covered with their face, so they can't see they can't learn from watching someone speak. So how do you fix this? It's, again, I would go to, how do we get them to start getting their own food? They have plenty of space to create gardens, to create chicken coops, to create all that. Yeah. So the #1 thing that I would do to stop this is to get everybody to start to understand the importance of our food supply and getting that dialed in.
Yeah.
Because shelter is easy. Shelter's everywhere around here. Clothing, easy. All of that's easy. Not an issue. Food is the biggest thing that we need to work on to really try to turn this around. Long term, it's our children.
Yeah. So, do you think they've already messed up so much with these generations that we're seeing here on the streets that now they need to continue helping the people here and then focus more on the children so that way we don't see children growing up and finding themselves on the streets?
I mean, people of conscious. I mean, it's a very select few people that need to step up to really get the movement of something going. Because it's not a single person's issue. It's like, how do you? It's so hard to change something when it's such in its ways without it just collapsing on itself, right? It's like what does a farmer do at the end of a season? They till their crops, right? Mm-hmm. What does a forest fire do? Like after that, it wipes everything out and keeps going. So it's kind of like, can you put the brakes on something that is completely collapsing? For what sake? At what point do you just till the ground and say, we got to start over? Is that God? Is not what God is doing right now with us? In a lot of ways, it's just like, what is our reason here? Is it to be a cog in the wheel? Like they put in God that we trust on our money. That is a spit in the face. Mm-hmm. It's paper. It has no intrinsic value to it whatsoever. And they just make it up to as high as they want to do. And they just artificially, this is why they say, what's the other saying? The road to good intentions the road to hell is paved in good intentions, right? Because everybody's spending money because they think that's the thing to do. But really, you're propping it up with something fake on something that we think, our ego thinks is fixing the problem. Mm-hmm. So I know we're going at different levels here.
Yeah,
and I know we're talking to a few audience. I'm trying to connect with both of you a little bit, but I also know you have an audience. So
So we're trying to understand, like, what you're saying is really good. Is like, here in Oregon, it seems like they've created such their own problem. We've only been here for a day, but by them decriminalizing drugs in 2020 with COVID and the way they have seemingly let people continue, they got hooked people up on drugs essentially by decriminalizing drug like fentanyl, and now they criminalized it again. But how do they fix that?
But even if it is criminalized, it's like, what do you do with the people? Like, you have to throw them in jail? Like, that doesn't solve the issue. So the decriminalization makes sense. It shouldn't be a crime to have a victim. Like, people get addicted on stuff because they don't want to be here in this reality. My sister is an addict. She's been an addict her whole life. She's not like what you see walking around here. But nonetheless, there's a spectrum to everything. So this is just one aspect of so many things going on in the world. And it's not just here. You know how many people I've talked to that get dropped here off on buses? It's so many other states ship their people here. So it looks way worse here than it does in other places. When in reality, it's just a sewage spot in a way. It's just like, this is where we're sending them. You guys made the policy. This is your fault. We're going to put it on you. We're shipping our people there. So this issue that's going on is not just in blue states. It's all over the place. Yeah. You're looking at housing going down. You're looking at military stuff. You're looking at AI stuff taking over jobs. You're talking about one aspect of when you're talking about the homeless. But what are we doing at the end of the day for all the elderlies? I could take you to 100 homes where the elderly are just completely neglected. Like, what are we doing with those? We got CNAs taking care.
It seems like a lot of the focus has to go towards the main stuff that's pressing the people here inside these big cities that's seen on the surface.
And then for that specific solution, I would say to come back to the food. You have to get people to come back to. You have to come back within. That's spiritually speaking. That's within a city. That's within the solution. It's the same thing if I'm spending money right now. Anywhere I go to spend my money, if I'm buying something from outside my community, that is like me cut or bleeding out. It's like the energy is leaving. Money is supposed to be energy, and we want to be bringing that energy here. Anytime we're working and are spending money elsewhere, all our energy is going elsewhere. It's like a boat taking on water. Mm-hmm. And if we're not creating value within our city, it's going to go under. If we create value here, then it will be afloat in a storm. And that's what all these other communities need to do. They need to learn to create value, and they need to learn to start purchasing and buying things within their own community. The best thing any community could do right now would be to get on a local silver community currency. That would be the best thing for any community to do.
That would be crazy.
100% best thing you could do. I could probably get assassinated if that actually.
If that happens.
Thankfully, I believe I'm higher purpose of I know I'm a higher purpose with God. So I'm going to...
What would you call your currency?
My currency? I live on the currency of God.
Okay.
I do not. I've had turbulences in life. I spend my time down at the school volunteering to work with children.
Okay.
Because it's the only thing that brings peace in my life right now, is the joy of working with kids, because they're so innocent in this. So we do rock climbing. We go, like, we could take you to the school right now and they'd have all the kids would run out to us, because when we go there, we have fun. And and the teachers keep coming to me, you should get paid for doing this. And I'm like, none of us get paid, or we should all get paid well.
Yeah.
But
have you already made all your money? No, like, are you working right now?
I live month to month on just the goodness of strangers, the goodness of family, the goodness of whoever. Last year we didn't have heat for a month and a half. We didn't have electricity. It's fine. It's okay for my children. I have 3 children, and I put them in hardships so they can grow from it spiritually and understand the true value is with our family, with each other. It's not with all the possessions that we have. So for me, financially, I made a lot of money. I had a company that was I had people hitting me up worldwide for a company I was growing, and I fell on my face from that. I've grown and blundered my way to where I'm at now, which is I found God in my process. And now that I have God in my life, now I'm finding, okay, where is my joy? My joy is with children. My joy is bringing God to other people. My joy is bringing awareness, so that those aha moments.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, money-wise, no. It's not my priority, though.
Mm-hmm.
The money supply is a joke. And
Yeah.
so if we were all on a silver supply, 100% I would stand behind it. 100%, let's all get paid well.
Yeah. Can I ask you a few questions? What do you think about all this that we're talking about?
I don't really understand it, because, I don't know. It's interesting, but it's kind of funny because I don't understand it much.
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think about it because you volunteered with me when we go down and we've helped with serve homeless with food, right? And you've seen tents all over town.
Yeah.
And you see what we do. Does any of it make sense to you whatsoever, or is it just? Because I go over a lot of stuff with my kids.
Yeah.
And so this is
Someone's saying here in the chat, good role model. Godspeed, they're saying. Hey, well, thank you guys so much for your time coming out today.
Yeah, no,
Greatly
I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate you
best
guys
of luck.
going around.
Oh, there. Yep, sure. Yeah, 1 sec, everybody.
Yeah.
You have to start with the kids, and then the kids have to remember once they get out of elementary school that they still need
Boom, there we go. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Let's see what people here in the chat are saying. Good convo, people are saying. Awesome. Let's keep moving along here. Hey, great speaking with you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much.
Are you guys want actually something fun to do?
Yeah.
And to meet a lot of people that are from here, and not just that do a hike up Spencer View. It's a short hike. It's right in town. It overlooks the whole thing. You're going to meet locals, and you're going to meet different.
All right, we're going to have to go check that out.
But it's beautiful. You're not going to regret it.
Okay.
I promise you that.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your guys' day. Bye. Bye-bye. Have a good one. Here, let's talk to this guy over here really quick. And interesting convo right there. Let's see what this guy over here has got to say. Somebody watching the stream over here. Let's see what he has to say about this convo. That was an interesting convo we just had with that guy. How you doing? Were you just listening to the conversation?
Yeah.
What do you think about what the dad was saying?
I think he made a lot of good points. I think one thing he mentioned about go over to university and you'll see it's completely different. That's totally true. They keep the homeless out of the surrounding blocks of the university, so that when prospecting students are visiting, they don't know that this is really a problem here. Then you come into downtown and you...
I think a lot of kids are given a misconception of what Eugene's like when they come here on the college shore.
Yeah, definitely. And then housing, cost of housing. I mean, the students, every year they admit more and more students. That just drives the cost of housing up even more. So yeah, it's a it's a big issue.
Interesting. Hey, well, thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
We appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, you guys too. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, of course. Let's move on along this way, everybody. Someone said every single damn person is addicted in Oregon here. Let's see. How are you powering the Starlink, Nick? Good question. The world may never know. Here we go. What's going on?
I DM'd you earlier this morning.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
It's Oregon. It's crazy here.
I know, I go to school here.
What do you think about it?
It's,
Would you have came to school here if you knew that it was like this?
well, I'm from, I live in between Portland and Seattle, so I'm used to
Craziness?
all this, yeah.
Oh, okay. Very
But then I came down to play basketball at the school next to Oregon.
Yeah, you're pretty tall.
Yeah. But I was listening to the stream earlier this morning, and the guy before this said some good things.
Interesting. He's talking about like
There's a variety of
like a
people.
local best thing for a city would have their own currency. Do you think that'd be a good idea?
No.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but
No.
he said some other good things. I think.
Yeah.
But I think the currency inside the city, I don't think that would really work.
No, but what what's currency around here is bottles. People recycle like crazy here. I never used to do it in Washington, but people, homeless, are going around like a 9-to-5 job, and they want to find bottles because they're 10 cents a piece.
Really?
And so they'll collect all day, digging dumpsters, and then there's these places called Bottle Drop, and you can put the can in the machine and it gives you cash back. So that's kind of like an incentive around here. That's what I see. So I play sports and I drink so much drinks. I have so many bottles, I was like, I might as well just keep them.
Make some
Make
cash.
some money, yeah. So I bring them to the Bottle Drop place, and there's just a bunch of homeless in there. And one time I was in there, and the guy next to me was like, I like your mullet. And I was like, thanks, bro. And then I'm putting in my bottles, and I look over, and he's like asleep like this.
Really?
He fell asleep. But he was still trying to stick the bottle in the hole, and he was like this, missing it.
The fentanyl fold.
Yes, yeah, the fentanyl, like in Portland.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was missing, and I was kind of recording him. And then I asked the employee, like, what can you do about this? And they're like, we can't do nothing. We're not allowed to, like, touch him. He was there for, like, 30 minutes sleeping. He'd wake up,
Really?
catch himself.
Do people do fentanyl and stuff out here openly in the street?
I haven't seen anything openly, but I've definitely heard. It's different around campus. On, like, game days, everybody starts drinking in the mornings. And then by the end of the night, it's just...
Does fentanyl ever get into the colleges here?
Not that I've seen. I've heard of like cocaine or different things like that, but I haven't seen fentanyl.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Where's some interesting? Is over there more interesting to go talk to
No,
people down
I was trying to tell you. So the school's down this way.
there? Okay.
I don't know if you want to go to if you're allowed to go to the campus or
No,
not.
not right now.
Before,
I
yeah.
don't know if we got time.
But nice to meet you, by the way.
This is Brooker T. Awesome.
You guys are from Utah?
We're live in Seattle, and then we go back and forth.
Okay.
Do you play on the Oregon Ducks or?
No, I play. So they're D1. I'm NAIA
Okay.
level, so that's like 2 levels below.
Very
But
cool.
we, I'm friends with a lot of them. We scrimmage with them all the time.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Hey, thank you so much for coming out today.
Thanks, man.
Got
Appreciate
move
it.
along, go
Cool
talk to
meeting
some
you.
more people. Great meeting you as well.
I'll go down this way though.
That way?
There's some lot of homeless murals on the wall.
Okay, we'll go down that way.
This is kind of downtown.
See what's going on.
Yeah, good meeting you.
Awesome. Have a great rest of your day. We will. We'll try our best out here in Eugene. What's up? Oh, okay.
If people are interested, or you're actually interested in this, we actually have a YouTube station called With Door On.
Okay.
And I do spiritual things, but one of my things on that show, I do a lot, but it's showing my grassroots on how I'm making change in this community, so other communities can try to mimic it if it works, and to help come up with solutions. So,
Okay, perfect. What is it called again?
With Door On. My name is Door On.
With Door On.
Door On. D-O-R-O-N. Yes.
Awesome.
And,
Perfect.
But I'm doing that YouTube to help with ideas on how to solve these problems and to bring the community together. It's
Okay.
one aspect of a lot of work I do, but
Awesome.
that's one
With
of
Door
them,
On.
so.
Perfect. We'll check
Okay.
it out. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Can I get a picture with you guys?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I don't know. Hey, can you take a picture?
Yeah.
I'll get everyone.
Okay, let's get it everywhere.
What are you guys doing?
Live streaming.
What's your channel?
Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley. What's it regarding?
We're here in Eugene today, just checking it out.
Nick Shirley on YouTube?
Yep, that's me. Awesome. Let's keep moving along here, everyone. Let's see. W. Duran.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, then I live in Washington.
Here we go. Some of the chat here is funny. Everybody out here.
So this doesn't, it's not as, you know, people get scared of the big cities, but I'm kind of used to it.
Yeah, it ain't too scary here.
No. Definitely, I don't know, it depends.
Portland was pretty crazy.
Portland's crazy.
Down that way. There's a park. It said like Washington Park or something like that. People are saying that's pretty crazy down there. We're gonna check it out
There's
real
also
quick.
like a bridge underneath the highway. There's like some basketball courts underneath the bridge, but a lot of homeless. It's like the bum league of.
Okay, maybe we'll go check that out.
But there's there's a lot. I don't know. You can do it all in 2 hours, but.
Okay, we'll
I'm
see
glad
what we
you
can
guys
do.
stopped in.
Yeah, me too. Hey, pleasure meeting you, man.
man.
Have a great rest of your day.
Yeah, be
good luck this
safe.
season. How are you doing, ma'am? Having a good day? What's going on? How are you doing? Yeah. Nice to meet you. Are you from Eugene?
Nope, not from here. I just moved here, actually.
What do you think?
I hate it here. It's a ghetto mess. Yeah, where do I start? Well, I have a picture for you on my first night here in Eugene. I don't know if you can see this, of a guy lighting himself on fire. Yep, and the police came. Yeah, the police came down here. You see that?
Oh my word, he did light himself on fire.
Yeah, he lit himself on fire, and the police were just like, "This happens all the time." So that's a little wild.
Would you have moved to Eugene if you knew it was like this? I mean, just right
No,
here, we're standing on a corner. You got person slumped over there against the wall.
Yep.
A few other people slumped over there.
Yeah.
People sleeping behind the building.
Yeah, it's a major problem. Oregon decriminalized all drugs, and I think they actually I don't know the exact legislation, but I think that they're trying to withdraw
Yeah,
that.
I think they reversed it.
So hopefully it starts to clean up. I mean, it's liberal paradise here. What can I say?
Yeah, why do you think it is liberal paradise here?
Well, part of the homelessness comes from the temperate climate. Obviously, it's December and it's not too frigid, freezing cold, so that's a big part of it. I don't know. It's just kind of a mess. Also, it seems like a social contagion, honestly.
Do you think the social experiment failed with the decriminalization of drugs?
Absolutely. I mean, look at it. It's a disaster here. The whole West Coast, which is really unfortunate because it's so beautiful. So,
We're going to San Francisco tomorrow.
Good luck. I used to love that city. Good luck on Tenderloin. So I'm like you. I've been to 44 states, travel all over the place, and have seen this whole country inside
So
now.
why did you choose Eugene?
I didn't. I'm a Coloradan, and I lost my housing. It's really hard to find housing in the mountains, and so I'm just living out here with a friend for now.
Okay, very cool.
I do prefer Washington State, which is where I'm going to go next, but I don't know. Again, all my favorite places have turned into liberal paradise, so it's pretty tough. But
Yeah. Do you think it's going to change now that Trump's going to be president?
I hope so. I hope so. I voted for him. The voting here is crazy. It's all mail-in, which is insane. There's no voter ID, can't go in person anywhere. I think maybe there's a place in Portland, but there's nowhere around here. It's a mail-in only state, which
Really?
which I definitely think contributes to these issues. So they just keep voting in the same people as far as I know. Never been a fan of Oregon. You know, it's hard. I actually somebody stole my license plate and I got pulled over. I put my old one on there. It had expired tags because, you know, I'm waiting for my new one in the mail. And cop pulls me over, gives me a ticket, and I'm explaining it to him, showing him the receipt that I had the tags, still had to go to court, pay $50. Meanwhile, there's fentanyl all over the streets. So I feel like Oregon has, at least since in my experience of coming here for the past 5 years or so, I definitely feel like they punish law-abiding citizens and don't do, I mean, they're so open-minded, their head's falling out, their brain's falling out of their head, so.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the decriminalization of fentanyl seemed like that's kind of what did it. to this place.
It's bad. There's also, as far as I know, a pretty bad human trafficking operation happening in Oregon.
Really?
All the coastal states, but I've heard a lot about Oregon. They come in through Montana. That's just what I've heard. I don't have any sources on that. But
Do you think Oregon's fixable? Do you think they're going to be able to fix the situation here?
not with the current attitude that they currently have. It's a lot of these super wealthy liberals that hide up in the hills and don't really have to deal with a lot of these people, and that's just the current climate that we're in. They're in such a bubble and such an echo chamber. I don't know how it really can change with that, but hopefully Trump, you know, does some stuff around here. I've heard some of his, you know, like his Project 47 on his website talks about.
What about Project 2025?
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Media's bullshit. except for this. This guy's great. But yeah, it's really sad because this is such a beautiful state. I don't know how much you've seen it, but
yeah, we're just driving through it. Pretty. We used to come here when I was younger. I used to always want to go to the University of Oregon.
Yep. I mean, yeah, that's the kind of the crazy part is you have these like rich college kids and they're super preppy and all cutesy and walking around one street, and then you have this mess over here. I mean, I watched part of your stream before I came down here, and people were so rude to you.
Yeah. Hey,
So-
one guy told me he's gonna call Bill Gates stuff for me.
Great.
Yeah.
Where'd he sign?
We were in a movie. We were live.
I
so-
saw that. The
Kinda crazy.
outstanding citizens of Eugene, Oregon, folks.
Yeah, it was
So-
interesting. Hey, well, thank you so much for coming
Yeah,
out today.
thank you so much.
Greatly appreciate it. Have
Shout
a
out
great
to
rest of your day.
Alexis.
Shout out to yourself. Let's get it. All right, we'll move on here.
Francois.
Is this kid? How you doing? Do you live out here in the streets?
I don't live around here.
Oh, okay. What are you up to today?
Oh, I gotta catch the bus before I go, so I don't miss work.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Have a good day at work. All right, let's move down this way, everybody. Let's go into the neighborhoods of these places. All right, we got a green light. We're good to go. Here we go, everybody. Let's see what the freak is happening. W lady. People are saying. Let's talk to this guy. What's going on? How you doing? Having a good day?
Yeah.
What are you up to today? Going to the bus stop? Go home? Okay, get home safe. Alright, that was just, so far we've met some very interesting folks out here in Oregon so far. Let's see what's going on up here in the neighborhoods. We were told to go to a park called Washington Park, I believe it's called. It's just a few blocks up this way. But we're just outside of the Eugene Public Library. It seems like it's been a spot where a lot of people come, maybe get warmth during the day. Let's see, this guy's got all his stuff. He's got a dog. What's going on? We're doing great. Oh, you got the dog in here? We're live right now. We're talking to people. Can we talk to you really quick? Seems like you got everything going on here.
Yes, sir.
What are you up to today?
Not much. How you doing?
Not much. What do you do? What are you doing today?
Today, just charging, kicking back, relaxing.
Charging, kicking back, and relaxing.
Yes, sir.
How long you lived here in Oregon for?
Going on 11 years.
11 years. Where do you see yourself in 10 years from here?
Old and gray.
Old and gray.
Yeah.
And what do you got? What's the coolest belonging you have here? You got a stroller and a shopping cart. What's the best thing you got?
The best thing I got, my wife, my dog, and freedom.
Where's the wife at?
Upstairs. I'm charging right now.
Oh, charging. So do you guys come to the library just to charge up and then head back out?
Choppy.
Hey, choppy, choppy, choppy. Oh, feisty little guy.
He's excited. He wants to talk to you. He wants to be a center of attention. He wants to be an actor.
Look, don't be jumping, feisty, or whatever his name is.
No, he ain't gonna jump.
And how do you survive out here? How do you do you
One
work?
day at a time. Nah, I'm disability.
Oh, okay, so do you get checks? Do you get checks then?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, very nice. And do you have a home or anything like that?
We're traveling at the moment. We got stuck because of COVID.
Oh, okay, so what were you doing before COVID?
Before COVID, we were heading state to state traveling, and then when COVID hit, it took a lot from us.
Yeah.
Scrappy, I
Sounds
know.
like a
baby.
lot of people in 2020 when COVID hit. Seems like a lot of people.
Whoa.
Scrappy.
No.
Scrappy.
Hey.
Chill out, Scrappy.
Behave, baby. Come on, slow it down.
Scrappy, it's all good. We're your friends, Scrappy.
He's all. I don't like it. I don't want to be on TV, man. Taking all my shine.
Scrappy's taking all. Okay, Scrappy. Okay, Scrappy.
I'm so excited.
All right.
My apologies.
You're good. Have a good one.
You too.
How you doing? You do? What's my name? Hey, what's going on?
So you went to El Salvador?
Yeah, we went to El Salvador. It was crazy. Going back.
Really?
Yeah, we're going back. We're gonna be there soon, hopefully.
How was that experience, being in that jail?
Oh, it was crazy being inside that jail.
Yeah.
It was cool though.
Yeah.
See the changes that country made. It used to be the most dangerous country in the world. Now it's the safest country in the Western Hemisphere. So
Yeah, so
pretty cool.
My parents are from Honduras, and they immigrated to the U.S. And dude, it's so bad over there. Honduras is such. After like El Salvador's situation, like they brought all like the gang members over there, and like I have family members threatened, like and it's just kind of whack. that all happened, and but I saw you talking about Eugene and stuff, and like Eugene's it's gone very bad, like over the past like 20 years.
Do you think it's fixable, or is the city doing anything, do you think, that's going to make any long-term impact here inside the city?
I think there could be a lot of work done, and I think it was very dumb, like decriminalizing drugs. When drugs are like a big issue here, like growing up, like I remember going to skate park, the Washington Jefferson skate park.
Yeah, we're gonna go down there.
Okay, yeah. So I remember being 10 years old, seeing fentanyl and like all these type of drugs, and being like, exposed to like weed and stuff, and like it didn't do anything to me because I went out to college, doing college right now, and just doing okay. But I saw a lot of friends go through a down path, and I think they just did really mess up. It was a social experiment at the end of the day that wasn't done well, in my opinion.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it went very well, and it doesn't look like it's gone very well here.
Yeah, because, I mean, this is not even that bad. Sometimes there's, like, worse situations. So I live in Portland right now. It's terrible up there.
Oh, we were in Portland yesterday. Portland was probably one of the most desolate, boring towns I've ever been to.
Yeah, no, it's very bad. Like, on 82nd Street, there's, like, a lot of stuff going on, like, trafficking and stuff. And, like, it's very sad, seeing that Oregon, it's such a beautiful state at the end of the day. Going on the coast is so nice and stuff. But it's just, like, I think like the politicians just don't care. And people vote people in office that don't really care about the city, and they just care about themselves at the end of the day. And I feel like a lot of states do a lot better. Like in Texas, I feel like it's like a lot better and safer. And being in Oregon, like I feel like kind of not safe all the time. Just like knowing that I can get stabbed with like a needle, stuff like that. It's just kind of scary. Walking downtown especially. But
do you know of anybody who's ever been stabbed by a needle?
I know a few friends, and I've also had friends, gone through like bad stuff downtown. Like I have a couple friends that live downtown homeless now, and I grew up with them at the skate park and stuff, and they were exposed to drugs. Now I see them doing fentanyl and like doing heroin and stuff, and it makes me so disappointed, seeing that our youth system just failed in that way. It didn't help us, and like schools here is also bad too. Like the high schools here don't like really care at the same time. Like there's students just doing drugs or like vaping in the bathrooms, and like it's very bad, and I feel like there's nothing happening, and changing at all.
Yeah, well, hopefully some changes get made. Hey, thank you so much for coming out today, saying what's up. We appreciate you watching the channel. Thank you so much. We will do. How are you doing, ma'am? Can we talk to you? We were just talking to your husband. Yeah, let's get it.
Questions are, I really don't know, Scrappy. I know you want me to act so bad, but no.
Perfect. Hey, thank you so much, man. Have a good one. How are you doing?
I'm all right, but I don't know what you're broadcasting for.
Yeah, we're live here. We just came here to Eugene. We're just talking to people. We were just talking to your husband about what's going on here, about what's life like. Super simple questions.
Well, it depends what the question is.
Yeah.
I don't really like being on TV that much.
Oh, it's just YouTube, so it's not. You're not on TV.
Exactly. YouTube is still.
You're on the iPhones.
Okay, I'll
The
tell you
Androids.
what. I'll give you a poem, and that's it.
Okay.
So you give me 3 words to make your whole entire day that causes no problems. So it's like a riff-raff out here.
Okay.
So you give me 3 words.
3 words. Let's see what people hear. Let's take some words out here from the chat. We're gonna do scrappy.
Okay.
iPads. Meth.
And what?
Meth. Scrappy, iPads, and meth.
So you want me to do a native word? Because I believe everybody self-medicates himself without having to deal with all the mismatch of pills and descriptions of garbage.
Mm-hmm. So that was just 3 words from the
3
chat.
words. So you said
Scrappy.
Scrappy, meth, and
iPad.
Okay. From the gods to you. Now this is your poem. So when I give it back to you in a poem, I don't take your word for granted. I give it back. So you use scrappy, meth, and iPhones. So iPads. All right. I walk with journeys I've lost in sight. Money couldn't buy it, but published within time. I look at iPads, I look at the meth, I look at the drugs that people buy sometimes, just to self-medicate themselves day and night. Though sometimes people take a difference with what they call within life. I look at iPads, I look at the movie Scrappy-Doo, the scribble and the scribbles of time. Though sometimes a puzzle within a puzzle, sometimes you just buy, but you always buy time. Money couldn't buy the prosperity in life, but we shine. Every day come and go. I look at the journey and down an open road. I have a clear mind wherever I go. Money don't buy, but time I was willing to spend on here on the planet Earth. I look at love as the prosperity of years. Though my travel nations I never did quite understand. Some people always take drugs home in their lands, but they're confused about what's all inside these pills. Sometimes it's all confused with how they really feel. Down deep inside, they never did quite understand. They looked at love, home, and the land. The eyes of the journey, no one ever really did understand. I looked at the world, and the world was always turning to my best friend.
Wow, that was really good, man.
That is yours. Now, just like I said, I don't take your word for granted. I can only give it back. So that is your poem. You guys have a blessed day.
Wow, thank you so much, ma'am. You need to write a book.
I don't write it because if I took that and took it for granted, and took that poem for granted, I'd lose my gift. So in return, I just gave it back.
Wow, thank you very much.
Have a good day.
I'm gonna screen record that.
That was impressive.
That was impressive. Great work, ma'am. Best of luck. You guys, that was pretty nice right there. Nice little poem. Amazing, actually. She just started riddling. Fire. People are saying here, fire. That was fire. All right, let's move along here. We're gonna make our way to a park. Everyone's been messaging me, come check out Jefferson Park. We're gonna go see what's going on at Jefferson Park. We got some guy out here passed out on the ground, looks like. Wasn't that guy, he's been here all day. Should we see if he's alive? He's been here, we drove here. That guy's been there on the ground for the past 2-3 hours. Probably check up on him, see if he's alive. Tomorrow we are going to San Francisco. After this, we're getting in a car. We're driving all the way down to San Francisco. Let's see if this guy is up. Hello? Hello? All right, he moved. He's awake. You all right? Are you all right? Yeah? All right. Sleep good. All right, yeah, he's been sleeping for a while. Wow, interesting. Yeah, and so they're saying because the laws that the city has created here in Eugene, and this, not even just the city, but the whole entire state, since the laws that they have here, one of the guys was saying that they are busing, other states are busing their homeless to Oregon because they know this is a place where they will get taken care of as far as the resources that they need, the food. And so here they're obviously very giving to the homeless people. They give them literally needles so they can do drugs. So they come here, they can get everything they need as far as food, shelter, clothes, and if they want to keep their drug addiction going, they even provide them with the needles and the kits for them to continue to do drugs like fentanyl, crack, cocaine, heroin, anything like that. Kind of crazy. What do you guys think about harm reduction? Do you think harm reduction actually helps the city a little bit? Let's get Brooker T. Jones in here today, see what she's got to say. We'll walk and talk as we move along. Yeah. So you've been talking to people all day. What do you got to say?
Well, I just want to say that that dad that was speaking with us that had the little boy, he talked about one thing that I think is so important is we really need to start with our children. And what I've noticed is I have 5 children, and I volunteered a lot in their schools. And when you have kids in elementary school, you just see how sweet and innocent they are. And then all of a sudden when they go into junior high school, it's like something changes. And they just forget about what they learned in elementary school and in high school. And especially we lived in the Pacific Northwest, and I saw this in the high schools and the junior highs, is that the kids forget what they were learned, and they get into drugs. There's so many people, so many kids that start using drugs, in junior high, high school, and then by the time they're 20 years old, they're hooked. They're addicted to it, and they end up like here on the street. Most of the people here in Eugene, Oregon, I was reading, the average age they're in their 20s. 24 years old is most average age for the people living on the streets. And 70%...
They graduated in 2017.
Huh?
I mean, they
yeah.
graduated in 2017.
And, then, of course, the way they handled the pandemic here in the Pacific Northwest was just absolutely horrific in any liberal town. I think let's go down this way. But what that guy was saying, we need to protect our kids. That is, if you can protect your kids, have a good relationship with them, keep them away from any kind of drugs, it really, really saves them. And I don't think our kids, when they are in junior high, and if they do start doing drugs, they don't understand that it just ruins their whole life. It is just so heartbreaking because so many people that we've seen here and all throughout America, you know, they're early 20s, and I don't know how these people will ever recover from the situation that they're in.
Booker T. Jones, do you ever think any of your kids are going to get hooked?
No. No. You just have to be, as a parent, you don't want to be your child's best friend, because you shouldn't be your child's best friend, because you're there. You need to have boundaries, and you need to really just try to teach them the correct way and spend time with them, but you need to also be a role model to them. It's just like people would say about leaders. They don't need to be your best friend, but they need to be someone good.
Good morning. Can we talk to some of you guys? Talk to you guys? Yeah, we're just live on YouTube right now, talking to people here in Eugene. Yeah, what's going on? Eugene's been an interesting place.
Where y'all from?
Well, we've been going all across America these past few days. We started off in Seattle, we went to Vancouver, and now we are in Portland yesterday, now we're here in Eugene. We're going to San Francisco tomorrow. Yeah, we're just seeing what's the city.
People?
Here in Eugene, we're seeing what's going on, because they say it's the homeless capital, has the highest rate of homeless people here.
Of the world or the United States?
In the United States, it has the highest per capita.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Portland's got way more. Seattle's got way more. I just came from both cities too.
Yeah, I think they might have more, but as far as per capita goes, like
by how many people are
inside the area, right? It's kind of sad to see that Eugene in these big cities like Portland and Seattle. What's happening?
That's true. Thank you for the camera. This is right the sun's in my eyes. I'm sorry. You guys might have to edit my part.
Maybe
No,
we'll
you're right.
move
I'm
you
not moving.
right here.
But yeah, no, the people that are here by choice.
Yeah.
There are many opportunities. It's easy. It's very easy to go down there and get food stamps and housing and get a job.
So what makes you want to be here?
I'm just passing through, going to my wife's.
How many viewers do we have watching right now?
Right now you got about 1,600, 2,000.
That's not bad.
16,000? 1,600 or 1,000?
1,600.
Oh, that's not too bad.
But yeah, I'm here passing through. Most people are here by choice.
Yeah, is this your buddy right here, your son?
I just met him today. Yeah, no, he's not my son.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
You're 30. What are you doing out here on the streets?
Not a lot. I'm just waiting to I'm waiting to see I'm a bank owner.
You're a bank owner.
I'm a shareholder and a bank owner, yeah.
Really?
Yes. My bank is clear in Ohio. And I've yet to make it there.
One sec.
What's up?
Oh, I'm just going to set this backpack down.
Yeah, I'm a shareholder and an owner of a bank. And,
One sec.
Obviously a taxpayer. I think that's not going to work. And so I question if you know, if owner considerably means, so you're owner, so I'm an owner of a business, it's a bank.
Yeah.
Does that mean that 50% of the business business is mine? Since I'm listed as an owner, or is that just
So
no, it's not.
So
it's literally
why do you think
have risen from 3.4 billion?
This is your new buddy right here, right?
I just met him.
You just met him. Why do you think he continues to stay out here in the streets? If you said that they have everything,
I think my bank
It's in the water.
In the water.
Buy bottled water or buy coffee. Don't drink city water.
Why not?
I don't know. It's in the fluoride. It's in the mercury. All that shit's in your water.
Oh, okay.
It's bad for your brain.
Are you using drugs right now? Are you on any drugs?
No, I don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
I just have a drink.
Only.
That's about it.
You a little tipsy from last night? Bender with the boys?
No, I wish. I was actually sleeping in a tent over here with this girl, and she just woke me up this morning. I missed my road crew and shit, and so I got road crew tomorrow. But other than that, I've just been waiting to.
Was it worth it? Was your night with the girl worth it to miss the road crew today?
Oh hell, I missed it yesterday too, so probably not. No, I still got a total of 2 days to do, and then I got another trespassing ticket I have to deal with. And the biggest concern of mine is I got the trespass 2 ticket. They took me over to a community court. They call it community court.
Yeah.
Same ticket, I get another ticket, same city, and they got me over at the Lane County court. I'm like, what the fuck's the difference? I need to know because it just wonders me. The community court, it just sounds like community court. What the hell is that? I got the same ticket, same charge, same jail amount of time is the same. 30 days is the maximum. But what else is there what else is there going on that I don't know about, or is it just 2 different names, 2 different hustles? They're trying to hustle.
And what did you get? Where did you trespass?
I was trespassing in an alley when I was in my tent, and there was like bunch of us in the tent just hanging out.
Was that in Oregon?
Yeah, this is in Oregon, just right over here in Eugene.
How much did you get fined?
It was a $280 fine.
Really?
Yeah, but it could be jailable up to 30 days.
Awesome. Have a great rest
So-
of your day.
I
wish I had a card. Yeah, look it up on YouTube.
Nick Shirley.
I might be able to-
So either I'm gonna be,
You have a great day.
You too.
I'll end up paying the second one off because I got to do 2 days of road crew for the first one. But I'm just curious on what else it implies for it to be community court versus the Lane County court. I just don't know what the difference is. I'm in the same city. Are the blocks different? What would you call that? They're different. Not subtitles, but they're different.
And how do you make your money?
Oh, me? See, the bank was left to me as an inheritance or a trust fund. That's what they say, but I don't believe either or.
Really?
I think it's just.
How much of a trust fund were you given?
I was given up to 8 digits to fill. I claimed up $10,600,000, but that's not very much. That's less than 1% of the assets, And
Wow, so your dad was a very rich guy.
Well, not necessarily. I said 10 million, but yeah, I guess if you consider that rich, I wouldn't say it's rich, but it's just enough to.
Where are
it's
your
enough
parents
to
at?
become rich. My parents?
Yeah.
My mom's in old folks' home in Eugene, and my dad, he lives out of town.
Wow, and they left you $10 million.
No, I think it was from my grandpa. They're both still alive, but I think it was from my grandpa. He was a worker at the Delta, which I found in a pamphlet with George W. Bush. Same pamphlet, they're right next to each other, Delta and George W. Bush. And when my grandpa retired, he was a heavy equipment operator at school.
Wow, he left you a lot of money.
I think it was him. I'm not sure because I've had multiple people I've worked for. One guy, he worked at the airport as an airplane flagger.
Yeah.
And he said he'd flag them in. And so I'm thinking, what the fuck is he? I was like, maybe my grandpa was an airplane attendant, a pilot.
Well, maybe he wasn't, because if he left you $10 million, he probably had his own business or something. I don't know what.
He worked for Delta. And he worked for Wilders for 20 years.
Wow.
20 years at the Wilders for 20 years.
Probably had a nice,
And then he was in the
good
Korean
stocks.
War, and also he never lost a match when it came down to it. He's a Golden Glove boxer.
Wow.
And
Golden Glove boxer as well.
All it took was 20 minutes.
How you doing, sir?
20 minutes in the boxing arena to
What's going
teach
on?
me, a certain thing that this old man knew.
What's your best punch? What's your best move? Let's see.
I'll show you the combo.
Whoa! I wouldn't want to get hit with that.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
just
hit,
a six.
hit that again. Hit that again.
It's a 6-piece combo they taught me in less than 20 minutes.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Wow, I would not want to get hit with that.
No, I wouldn't either. Especially, I've never hit anybody with it. I don't want to. But the guy did tell me to look in every mirror I see and do the combo.
Really? Look in that mirror right there.
Oh, he taught me in 6 minutes.
Whoa!
You see that? How there's a hook in the?
Oh,
yeah. It doesn't even look like much, but it's a fucking. It leads for that.
That's a freaking heater, brother.
Yeah. Like I said, my grandpa used to be in the war. He never lost a match, but they used to box for steaks, and so.
Like how long do you think you could do that for?
Not very long, but long enough. It don't take much power.
Look at this guy throwing out some heaters.
It doesn't take much power to do it.
It looks like you hang out a weak left hand, though.
Even if I was just like sleeping, if I'm able to move, I mean, able to throw that combo.
Yeah, say someone starts to steal your drugs out of your tent. What are you going to do to them?
I don't do drugs, but
steal your whiskey, my bad.
My whiskey. I'm just probably going to run them down if I can, tell them to drop it. I've never actually punched anybody. But before this, and when I did punch him, it was like this. Look, it was so weak, I couldn't believe it. Because I used to do the whole muscle thing in the mirror. You know, when I was growing up before school, I'd always look at my muscles in the mirror.
Yeah, yeah.
And then flex.
Yeah, yeah.
And then do the muscle thing like this.
Yeah.
About every morning. So.
And how did you end up on the streets?
I kind of just chose to get out on the streets because my dad, he's taking care of my sister's kids. My sister has like 7 kids, and she takes care of one of them. The other dad takes care of 2 of them, and then the rest of the 4 my dad has.
That combo was lethal, I do gotta say.
Oh, I wouldn't say it's lethal, but like I said, it makes you think like that when you don't know what kind of stakes they're talking about. I think they were talking about ground stakes, but for a long time I was thinking it was like maybe they had him in the ring, fucking, you know, do or die, you know, like, because I've seen the movie. You've seen the movie, right? Fight Night?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a wicked movie. Yeah.
Gnarly stuff.
Yeah, it is gnarly
Best
stuff.
of luck out here, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Stay off the whiskey.
What's your name?
Nick.
Nick.
Yeah, I'd stay off the whiskey if I were you.
Nick,
I don't think you need the
You're
whiskey.
not the one that was stealing my number at the Walgreens, were you? Because they told me it was Nick, and so I'm like wondering, who the fuck's this Nick?
Well, if I tell you the truth, you're not gonna hit me with the combo, right?
No, but I will fucking hit you with the YouTube vid post that says
Well,
Nick fucking thief.
It was me stealing it.
So you're stealing my number?
Yeah.
What's my number then?
265-8352.
Nope.
92.
Nope. I won't tell you my new number because that'll definitely be fucking bad.
Well, I already stole it, so.
My new number?
Yeah.
Which number was that?
6969-420-6969.
Nope. Not even close.
What?
Nope. Not even close. So yeah. So anyways, one of the banker guy, he just sent me this. I guess I guess he calls himself. He's a chief operator. So he's a what do you call it? He says the officer of the bank and shit. And so he sent me this thing in an email saying it looks like something that the Oregon Department of Revenue has. You know, and I'm like thinking, I'm looking at this.
Dude, you gotta go find your phone number. I stole it, but you're gonna have to find it.
I'm looking at this thinking, damn, this is epic
going
shit.
on?
I went in there 3 times thinking that they had my shit and they had my money because the tax professional, he says, looks like the payment's been made and the government has your money. You need to go down there. So I went down there to the government, the IRS, and the Oregon Department of Revenue, and I spoke with them, and it turned out
You spoke or smoke with them?
I spoke with them, and they tell me that look, we never received a $10 million payment. And I'm thinking, well, what the fuck? They sent me down here saying you guys did, you know? And the last time I was in there, I didn't say nothing to them. I just wrote down on a piece of paper, and they didn't like that. And they met me out there with 3 guys fucking trying to beat me up. Shoot. I was like, what the fuck?
Well, bro,
good
thing you know that
reality of it all is I'm thinking, oh, shit, okay, so the payments. Oh, well, that just means that the bank still has my money. And so on my tax account, when I do my taxes, you know, I get these paperwork saying, you know, consent disclosure paperwork and how much the bank owes me. It has nothing to do with the IRS. It has nothing to do with the Internal Revenue. So it's just another spice on the mountain that says,
you gotta go find
you
your
know,
10.
I don't believe in the Oregon Department of Revenue. I think they're fucking fakes, phonies, and they're just as good as me and you know, opening any sort of business.
Yep. Hey, well, I'm
And
sorry.
I think their business is good. They make money, but they're not gonna make money off me. I'll tell you that much.
Yep. Hey, well, do you want your phone number back? I can give it back to you if you want.
What? Really? You want to help me get my number back?
Well, I stole it from you, remember?
No, I was just a Nick. I don't think it was you.
Oh, yeah. Wait, actually, I don't think I did steal your number. It's somebody
I
else's.
don't think it was you.
Hey, have a good rest of your day.
And I don't know why they would take my number.
Yeah, I don't know why they did it either.
Well, they get some sort of discount, bro.
Oh, yeah. They take the phone number for the discount.
Well, that's what they did.
Wow. I think
That's where all these reward points are coming from.
Probably.
I'm not really worried about it. That's just a gift.
Just the gifts, right?
Well,
I think we broke your buzz.
I don't think I had a buzz. Bear, YouTube live right now, bro. Get Bear on there.
What's up, Bear?
Bear.
Bear.
That's my homie Bear.
Really?
Yeah.
He looks like a bear.
You kind of.
He is partial bear.
He looks
He's actually part bear. You test his blood, he turns out to be actually blood bear.
You're Bear. What's going on, Bear?
What's up, bro?
Dude, Bear. He says you're part bear.
No, they don't actually call me Bear. They haven't called me Bear in forever.
I call him Bear.
Bear, what are you Bear, what are you doing out here?
Me, I'm actually just getting off work.
Getting off work? What'd you...
He works for me. He will work for me.
What do you do for work?
her.
No, you don't work for her. Hey, easy there. That's Booker T. Jones.
That's his assistant. That's his pimp.
That's my assistant, Booker T.
She
The
doesn't
producer.
ever put her face on camera. Do you guys trade places? No.
No, sometimes she comes on, Booker T. People love her on the internet.
Is this your mom or is this your girlfriend?
No, it's my mom. It's my mom.
Is it really?
Yeah, we gotta keep her safe. Here, if you're gonna talk, you gotta be on camera, man.
I'm not gonna talk to you. Oh, talk to me. Oh, is this?
So
Is
what
this?
is-
Is
what
that
is-
what it is? A mic?
Yeah, what does Bear do for
I
work?
thought that was like part of.
I'm actually a United States officer. My name is
Oh, it's
Johnny
part
Wright
of Lucky
Cassidy.
Charms or something.
Oh, you're actually an officer? Where are you
I'm
from, Bear?
actually from here.
You're from here, Bear.
What's Bear?
What's your favorite thing about your friend Bear?
Is that I can always think if there's only anything down going on, anybody's down, feeling down, that he's there to cheer him up.
Yeah, that's good quality to
He's
have.
just lover duver, dude.
Did you know that your friend right here can punch pretty good?
Nah. I learned it from him.
I learned it from his dad.
My dad? Oh, there you go.
He's dead.
Have a good one, Bear.
All right. You guys gonna come in here to the diner?
What's at the diner?
They give out free food.
Really? What kind of food they giving out today? So,
it
what the
is
heck? We were just walking around
white
here.
steak meat.
White steak meat today. Maybe we'll talk to the lady out here.
We got a couple winners here. They want to sign up for lunch on the late.
Okay, yeah, we're a little late. You ate already.
I know I did, but they wanted to eat too. Maybe
Yeah,
just
so
to see
we
how it
can't
is.
have the camera on the parking lot.
What?
So, or if you're
Oh,
filming,
come
I need
on.
to have you turn that off.
Okay, we're
Yeah,
live.
you're filming this
Yep,
gentleman.
we're live.
This is live.
Okay, so we just got kicked off. We just got kicked off. He just called us. He just called.
I'm sorry, lady. I didn't mean
No,
to.
that's okay, but we
I'm supposed to have my hood on when I'm outside anyway. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah.
what I was thinking.
Bear, why don't you go get some food? They got the white
Already
steak.
ate today.
Okay, well we're gonna go.
One of the best things I do, I just learned it last night, is stand out there next to the highway. They got the sign there, and you just kind of like hold the sign and then bump your head on the sign, and then it fucking, oh my head, just start jumping up and down, you know, oh, like there's a sign, it's a sign when you're leaving the highway. They stop right there, and you're holding the sign. Flag the sign, you just kind of bump your head on it. Boom! Oh, knocked myself in the head.
Well, hey, dude, I think
drop the
you might have
sign.
hit your head too many times.
Right, it didn't make me any money, but it's still kind of funny. I thought in a way,
Oh,
it
yeah.
made me laugh more than any of the drivers. So I just,
Wow. Have a great rest of your day, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Stay safe. Wow, inch crazy. That guy was nice. He's funny. How you guys doing? Have a good rest of your day. What the heck? They are acting like we're bad people here. Jeez, that was weird. They freaked out at Booker T for just walking on the parking lot with the camera. Crazy. Yeah, someone in the chat says no free lunch for Nick today. Oh, one sec, everybody. Boom, we're back. Here we go. Oh, hey, it just got really cold here in Eugene. Might have to put on the gloves. It's freezing out here. It's weird. Here in Eugene, there's obviously a lot of homeless people. Like the person at the very beginning of the stream said, that the majority of people here walking on the streets are homeless, but you're not seeing like open drug use like you are in Portland yesterday. Yesterday in Portland, we literally walked right into a drug deal. I didn't even know. And what do you guys think we're going to see tomorrow in San Francisco? I think we're going to see, like, hopefully we see some normality there in San Francisco, but I don't know what we're going to be seeing. Should be a big day, a big stream tomorrow in San Francisco. Do you know any locals in San Francisco that are well known for going around San Francisco? Hit me up and let me know. We'd love to have them on the stream. It was fun doing the stream yesterday in Portland with the local down there. Angela, she'll tell us a lot of information about what goes down inside the city. So if you know anybody in San Francisco, go ahead and let me know. We're going to move along here in Eugene. We're going to the big park. Something's happening right here. Let's see. It's so cold out here. Here, Booker T, take the camera, or start talking on the stream.
One thing that Boy was talking about is that he does have fines, that he had to go to court for his fines. And what has happened here in the state of Oregon is a few months ago, the Supreme Court, they did pass a law that people could not physically camp out with their tents on public property. So they couldn't come here and put a tent here and sleep all night. And if they did, then they would be fined $100. So these homeless people, like that boy right there was just saying that he had to go to court because he had fines for trespassing. Well, that was because he put his tent in an alley. And if you ask me, I mean, how are these people going to pay the $100 fine? It's just so ridiculous. But obviously people just can't pitch a tent wherever they want. So the government now is saying if you pitch a tent wherever you want and we come and we find you, then you're going to have a $100 fine. But there's no way these homeless people can pay that $100 fine to the government. So just another crazy thing that they do here in America.
Perfect. Here we go. How you doing, sir? What are you up to today? Nothing much. Having a good day? It is cold out here, right? What are you doing today?
I just got done going to treatment. I'm heading home now.
Yeah. What kind of treatment are you on right now?
Huh?
What kind of treatment are you on right now?
Willamette family.
Huh?
Willamette family. Am I being called on right now?
What? Modern family?
Willamette family.
Willamette family.
Willamette family.
Willamette family. Oh, okay, very cool. Do you like living here in Oregon? Oh, look, you got your Kit Kat right here. Your kitty cat.
Yeah.
Very cool. Hey, well, have a great rest of your day. Wow, so here in Oregon, I'm just a little surprised with the city and the current state of this state right here in Oregon. We got Bear up here. Bear looks like a bear. He's a big guy. He's got the hair of a grizzly bear. And his friend even said he's part bear. I don't think that's true, but interesting. What's going on, Bear? We'll move along this way. Head down this way. Oh, what? Have a good one, Bear. All right, let's keep moving along here. Let's see what it's like at this park up here. Let's see how far away we are. California, there is an earthquake. Looks like. People in the chat wondering who Brooker T. Jones is. Brooker T. Jones is my mother. Y'all love her on the channel, so we bring her along on these trips. She's the best producer, assistant a man could ask for, Brooker T. Jones. All right, let's move up here. Let's see what's going on up here at this park. We had some big technical difficulties happen with us today. I swear someone hijacked the stream this morning. We had an original stream time for 12 p.m. Pacific time. That didn't happen because it got hijacked. The service completely went out. That's why we got the Starlink strapped onto the back right now. How are you guys doing? How are you?
Fine. How are you doing?
Good. Keep moving along here. Let's see, where's this park at? I think we're only like a block away from it. If we're moving in the right direction. Yes, we are. Okay, yeah, here's the park right up here. They're saying that this is the crazy park. So down here, so just in the middle of the suburbs here as well, have people with their shopping carts, people living out here on the streets. Yeah, it really is sad. Just everywhere you walk around here, there's just people without homes that are walking around. And up there as well, people, Eugene, this is crazy, everybody. Sad. Yo, chat, should we take one of these people here on the streets and go give him some Five Guys over here to end the stream today? How you doing? Good. There's two people in there. What are you guys up to? Chilling. Can we talk to you really quick?
Sure.
We're live.
You're live?
On YouTube.
On YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll pass.
What?
We'll pass.
Whoop ass. Oh, wait. Whoop ass or we'll pass?
We will pass.
Oh, okay, my bad. Have a good one. How are you doing?
All right, how are you?
Good, we're live right now. Talking to people here on the streets. That's what's up. What are you up to?
Not much, just walking around. How are you?
Doing good. You got a nice beard.
Somewhat. I need to brush it.
Here, scoot up. You scoot up. Yeah. Well, how long have you been living here in Oregon for? In Eugene?
Eugene is questionable, but, I've been in Oregon the majority of my life.
Yeah. And what made you want to come to Eugene?
I was actually on my way up to Albany, but I've been stuck here for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
You like it here?
It's all right. There's not much to complain about, but on the same token, I got a few other, complaints on me, whether or not it be about me or they're just complaining. Like, there's not very many places to stay that people don't complain.
Yeah, where do you sleep at night? It's cold right now. I'm freezing.
Outside, out and about. I normally, try and use the heat bubble method, and it's like one single layer over yourselves with, a tarp or a sheet or a blanket, and you heat up what's inside with your own breath or a cigarette or, what you got, and go to sleep. But it's not always useful.
Mhm.
It tends to be ruined by people tend to, be nuisances or obstructive.
Yeah. Do you have a tent where you sleep, or?
No. Technically, setting up a tent anywhere between here and South Park for the downtown is a ticket, warranted even.
Really?
So that's, one of the things I don't really like fighting, but it does help to get notoriety on.
Yeah. What do you mean notoriety?
Get people aware of the problem there is. Setting up a tent around here, like, I understand you don't want to see a tent between every tree and certainly not, on every corner or curb, but there are a few places around here you're technically legally allowed to set up for 3 days, I believe. But by Oregon state law and ordinance, 7 days is literally stated for just across the street from the law offices, right there next to the downtown municipal building. But
Interesting. Where's your home at? Where's your mom and dad at?
my mom's psycho. She's not, of sound mind. And my dad is, I'm not so sure where he is at.
Mhm.
But going home's like that. The Oregon is home. So I feel like I'm already home. It's just people are unaware of how small their world is.
Yeah. Do you,
I technically have properties around here. I'm filtered from my own properties.
Oh,
And, there are other things amongst that I can't really mention, so to speak.
is there a
right now.
place you could go to? Is there a shelter you could find here?
Uh,
Like a homeless shelter where you could go sleep at night at least, or anything like that?
I've went to the mission, and they don't even want me smoking cigarettes there, so it's kind of out of the option.
What would it take for you to? Are you using any other substances besides cigarettes? Any other drugs?
My prescription.
Prescription? What's your prescription?
Well, I'd rather not say.
Okay. But say, would you be able to detox and get clean if you wanted to?
I technically am detoxed.
Okay.
It's just within 7 days an exfoliation of the pores. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I need, I need a shower and exfoliation.
Hey, well, we wish you the best. I'm sure there's a place you could find a shower in Portland. They had like shower spots in the public. I'm not sure if they have that here in Eugene as well, but maybe you could find like a rescue place.
I felt it
as well. Awesome. Hey, have a great rest of your day.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Sorry if I'm popping right now. Like, I'm still dealing with that.
What are you popping? What do you mean?
I have a seed problem right now because I went from standard VA medicine to a dry bath medicine regimen, and
Okay.
I tend to be seething like It looks like these chestnuts over here or these little twine, but sometimes those
Okay.
pop off.
Yeah. How old are you?
It depends on what you say the year is.
Right now we're in 2024.
24, then I'd be 25.
Wow.
December.
Did you graduate high school or?
Technically, I graduated college before I graduated high school.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of a weird thing, and I still can't really say I graduated high school because still dealing with paperwork on one of my assignments that I wasn't able to finish. So
Yeah. Hey, there's a place over there where you can go get free food as well. They're doing white steak, they said.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
So,
no, that's the diner,
pork
right?
chops. That's pork chops. They're at the diner. They're giving out free food.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. Have a great rest of your day, man.
You as well.
Stay warm. It's cold out here. All right, let's move along here to one of these parks. Well, I think we just go across here and then the park's that way. All right, we'll go this way and up towards the park. People here in the chat. Oh, whoa. There they are. Here you go. Wind came in tough. What are you guys up to?
Just trying to stay warm.
Just trying to stay warm. Don't. Have a good one. You guys were doing fentanyl right there. Oh, something's in my eye. Wow, it just got really cold here in Eugene. Really, really cold. How cold is it here today? I think somebody in the chat says 35 degrees. Might even be colder than that. And tomorrow, I'm stoked for tomorrow. San Francisco's gonna be crazy. And it should be a little bit warmer in the Bay Area. Yeah, so that guy was talking about how they're finding people if they do use tents here. And one person, the one guy that we talked to earlier that was doing the big combos, he said he got fined $250 for having a tent out here. But meanwhile, you have people right outside of this Five Guys right here. They have tents set up as well. So tents, you shouldn't technically be able to have a tent here inside the city, but a lot of people are. You good? All right. Yeah, it's some people right here, right next to the Five Guys. All right, we're jaywalking. Here we go. Oh wait, there's people right here. I think they're right here. We can talk to them right here. How you guys doing? Do you guys live right there? Is that your... Are you guys living right there?
That's my tent.
That's your tent?
That's where I live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, is it illegal to have a tent in public like that?
Sure it is. It's illegal.
Oh, okay. And have you been fined or anything like that?
No, but they've taken my property several times. Everything I've owned. They did say I can get a ticket. I haven't yet. I just try to stay within their guidelines when they ask me to move or whatever. But it is really difficult every day to do that. With a small dog, and I have a hard time getting around myself. And like I said, they've taken all my belongings several times, and they just throw them away.
Really?
They just take them back to their place and throw them away.
So, in the city, when they, say the police officer to come and get you right now for having a tent in public,
They could come and say you got 10 minutes, or if we're not there, I've heard of them slashing tents, just whatever. But that says I have 72 hours, which they don't even honor that anymore. They'll come the next day and take all of our stuff, even though our clothes and everything that happened to us, both of us, and we thought we had 72 hours, which is, all right, we'll do that. Nope, they come the next day, and she was all alone, and my tent and her tent, and they took everything. Her clothes, her kids' baby books, you name it. And I have had to start over several times. And unfortunately, I got stranded in Eugene 3 months ago, and I'm not very happy with their homeless
resources. I'm from Longview, Washington, where we have a lot of better resources. But we can put a tent up at night, and it's okay. And we don't have to worry about the cops, giving us a bad time. But yeah.
How did you get here to Eugene?
I had a car. I was going on my way to California, me and my boyfriend. I do have a son that lives here, so we got stranded here, and then we were in the car, and we couldn't get it going, so we kept moving it every couple days. Well, they decided they were going to tow it because the tabs are bad. Happened to her. They towed her car because her tabs are bad. They towed her sister's car. She lived in her car for a year, and then they tow our cars. They're making it worse. At least we had something. So yeah, I never in a million years thought I'd be homeless. And the shelters won't take me, the long-term shelters, because my dog's not a service dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I can't give up my dog. There's no way. So there is some overnight ones, which I haven't tried, but it has to be 31 degrees out. And it's been running 33. That's freezing cold out here.
Really? So in order for you to get shelter, it has to be below 31 degrees.
Yeah, and I think I have to do that for 2 days before they open the shelters where you can go in at night. And it's only been open one day that I know of. That was Thanksgiving.
And why wouldn't you be willing to give up your dog if it meant you could find shelter at night?
I can find if they open the night shelters, I can take the dog. The overnight ones, but the ones that are like long-term, say like the Mission, or I know there's a lot of other resorts there. They won't take my dog. That's the ones that I need to get into to get my foot on the ground again. You know what I'm saying? And I can't do anything, out here. Being homeless is a full-time job. It's hard work.
Yeah.
It is hard work. So.
I've talked to people in Seattle, we were in Portland, Vancouver.
I live in Longview. I came from Longview, Washington, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you're currently using or not any substances, but one of the persons in Seattle told me that addicts are the hardest working people in the world because from the moment they wake up to the moment they fall asleep, they're trying to get high.
Yeah, on those hard drugs. There's functioning addicts. I do not use that fentanyl. We have a no fentanyl club. I do use meth. I'm not dependent on it. But I do use it. I don't go out and seek it. I don't, pay for it. I don't, if it's there, it's there. It's just like, and we are hardworking. But, I had 2 jobs and 2 vehicles and an apartment one time and still use meth every day. It's this fentanyl that's killing everybody, and it's killing my boyfriend, and I got to get him out of this town or it's going to kill him.
Yeah.
And I don't know where he's at right now. And it's his birthday. I planned a surprise party for him, but now I don't even know if he's going to show up. Yeah.
Where's your boyfriend at?
4 o'clock at the pit. You know where the pit's at?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I've got to get on the bus, go get some cupcakes, go get some pizzas, and see who shows up. Maybe I don't even know if he'll show up.
How many of your friends have died from fentanyl?
Since I left Longview, which was 3 months. Well, in the past year, I've lost 5 friends, and some of them that were so young, in their early 20s. And actually 3 of them were in their early 20s. One was an older lady, and then one was an older gal. But 3 of them overnight. I mean, just one shot killed them. You don't know when that's going to happen to you. They think they're invincible, like it's not going to happen to them. And they don't know that next shot could kill them. I've seen so many people here in the streets of Eugene where they had to be Narcan. I've seen people die out here on these streets. I've been here 3 months. I've literally seen people dying, and it's traumatized me because of the fentanyl.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's very sad. It's sad. Daisy.
And is this your boyfriend right here?
No, I don't know where he's at. He's probably on a bike somewhere. So.
Hey, well, we wish you the best. We hope you get the help you need and that you're able to find a warm place to sleep tonight. And hopefully your boyfriend gets back for his birthday party.
Yeah, I gotta go and get some cupcakes and some pizza and get over to the pit.
Yeah, you do. Hey, thank you so much. What's going on, sir? What?
I was just curious what you guys were up to.
Yeah, we're just talking to people. Did you just get a new sleeping bag right here? Is this new?
Yeah.
New tent as well?
Yep, that's about today.
Does the city give you that?
Yeah, Whitebird.
Okay, so they give you guys tents and sleeping bags.
Yeah, sleeping bags, and they give us backpacks and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Where are you going to pitch your tent at tonight?
In Glenwood, across from those hotels over there.
Okay, so can you pitch a tent for one day and then you have to move it? How does that work? Because she was telling us that the cops can come.
Pretty much anywhere we put them in.
Here we go. All right, we should be back as far as the sound goes. Someone just died here. But is there, to scoot up, is there anything anybody could do, say to you, to get you to stop using fentanyl? You gotta speak extra loud.
Yeah, just, when I got it all together and I'm capable of living life on life terms, it's all I've ever really wanted to do. And it's just, it's just like, because I don't have it, got it all together, it's not use drugs.
Yeah.
There's no sound.
Okay, hey. Thank you, sir. Have a good one.
This girl came to see you.
The microphone died.
That's her gym over there,
I had to come say hi.
Okay.
I live in the area.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Give me 1 second.
The mic died. I've had some major problems today.
Yeah.
Like our Wi-Fi just for like 1 hour totally went out on our phones. It was so weird.
I live in in between Portland and Oregon, and I watch you guys all the time, and I was like, oh my god, if you guys are in Oregon, I have to come say hi, because this is actually what I'm passionate about.
Oh, wow.
Like the homelessness and everything, because I'm doing this thing. It's
Hold on 1 second. You can tell Nick about it.
Okay.
Hold on.
Here we go. One second, everybody. I'm back now. Let me see. Let me check. Chat. No, you're totally good.
I know that might be weird since you're live,
No. We love it. Let's make sure the audio's back before you start talking. You're totally good. All right, perfect. We're back. The audio's back, so we got it fixed. So these people, we were just talking to this guy over here. She uses meth, he uses fentanyl. And all day today, all we've seen is these streets. The majority of people have been walking around have been people that are homeless.
I'm actually wary about walking my dog down the street, because there have been reports about dogs sniffing fentanyl and then dying from it. So that's one of the reasons I actually don't bring my dog to Portland anymore. I'll bring him here just because it's a little bit more naturey and stuff.
Yeah.
But the issue with Oregon, though, is there's this, everyone talks about being a bigot, there's so much bigotry. It's the bigotry of low expectations. When you don't see people wanting to work, when you don't see people caring because they can get it subsidized by the government, why would you work? Why would you do anything to better yourself? There's absolutely no reason. So one of the issues that is really going on in Oregon is that a lot of the foster kids that are aging out of the system are becoming homeless instantly, and then they become drug addicts, and then the problem just creates, it just becomes larger and larger. So I'm in the process. I love that what you're doing, because you're talking to the homeless people and you're actually getting out here and talking about it, because a lot of people here are just oh, there's no problem. There's nothing going on here. What are you talking about? It's always been this way. And it's I have been living in Oregon. It used to be Portlandia, the TV show or whatever. It turned into a drug-infected wasteland, and there's no getting past it. So I'm doing something kind of weird, but I think that I've been working on it for the last 5 years. I'm creating a transitional home for foster teens that are aging out, so that they can come there. They'll be between the ages of 18 to 26. So it's crazy, because it's just all these kids are just really needing the assistance and the step up, and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I voted for Trump. There has to be a change, because the shit going on right now is so crazy, and everyone, if you mention it, there's people that are clean needles save lives, and it's no, they don't. We need to start locking the people up on drugs, and then they can either get sober or they can stay in jail. There shouldn't be another, because it's affecting the people in the civilization. This one guy, because I do gig work or whatever, I was driving, this one guy jumped on my windshield and bashed in with a skateboard, and I literally was just what am I supposed to do? Because then I called the cops. The cops were do you want us to write a report? And I was just yes, I do. Because if they don't write a report, then it's not part of the statistics in Oregon. And because they're not adding it to the statistics, it looks like the crime rate's going down. And that's part of the problem. They're not writing these reports down. And the cop was telling me, well, even if we do write a report, they're going to be out within a couple hours, because the jails are overrun. And it's No, you create more jails if that's the issue. You don't just let the 10% that are causing all the crimes back out onto the streets so they can reoffend and reoffend and reoffend. So it's just, there's so many different layers to it. They need to create more jails. Like it's not, oh, we just let people out. No. So, yeah.
It's crazy. We've been, the title and the thumbnail of this video, no, this is awesome. So awesome. The title and the thumbnail of this video is like, what the heck happened to Oregon, and is it fixable? Do you think it is fixable here?
It has to. There's so many bubbles. Like the elites are living in their own bubble, like the other people on your stream were talking about. They're living in their own bubble, and they don't have to be part of this. So when they're voting, they feel like they're doing it out of the kindness of their heart, and they genuinely don't care. When I bring up issues to people, one person called me bitter because I was getting angry about the foster care system and how the government is treating. But if you talk about Ukraine, we're not calling people talking about Ukraine bitter. We're not calling people with the 4B movement bitter. We're not, you know what I mean? We're not calling all these other people that are fighting for something bitter, because I'm wanting to fight for the foster care system and the foster teens and all that, because my parents were drug addicts, and I could see like what happens when you are into drugs. And I see like once you get into drugs, you have to dig yourself out. You're trying to get back to the normal level. You know what I mean? So
yeah, because all these people they're basically they're starting from nothing now.
They're starting from here. We all start from here.
And
they go down here. They're just trying to get back up here. That's why it's like once you start doing drugs, you're just gonna try and live a normal life. It's depressing, and then the government's just telling us that it's normal, and if they want to live this way, then they can live this way. No, they can't. It's not good for society. Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. No, I agree, and I think it's stupid when they give like needles to people and stuff that enables it even more, right? Oh, it's our buddy right here.
She's shivering.
The dog's shivering. Yeah, Brooker T. Jones wants to say something really quick.
The dog is so cold.
I just want to say something, because how you said, if you stand up for it, and if you say, no, this is wrong, we shouldn't be doing this, then all of a sudden you're the bad person.
I am.
And
I am the bad person. I am looked at as like the outside, like, why can't you just accept this?
Yeah. And that's what I face, and Nick has faced a lot of time as we do what we do, and as we've done a lot on the border and the crimes and the trafficking and all of that stuff.
The human trafficking is awful.
And then it comes out that you're the bad person because you're talking about it.
I'm always the bad person. I'm bitter. But the 4B girlies aren't bitter. The Ukraine people talking about Ukraine, oh, Ukraine, they're not bitter. I'm bitter. So it's just... Yes, I am bitter, actually. Because this is making me bitter, because I'm having to live in this. I had some dude jump on my windshield and bust it open. Like, that makes me bitter. What am I supposed to act like? Not bitter?
And what's crazy is that, people will say I'm bitter too. They call me horrible names. But I'm not bitter. And I love America and I love people. But we have a passion.
I love this country.
Yeah, I do too. And I have a passion that we want to change it. And the only way we can really actually show what is going on in this country is if we do what we're doing.
Yeah.
Because the news isn't going to show you. The media is not going to show you. And, of course, we're playing it as we're the bad people because we're actually showing what is going on in America and trying to change it.
Yep. It makes me so frustrated. It's like I'm fighting for the foster kids because they can't fight for themselves. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like... It's just so frustrating when we're giving all this money, and the problem isn't getting fixed. We're spending like $40,000 on each head for the homeless problem in Oregon, and that $40,000 is just going to CEOs and execs. And it's just like, you can see that the money, it's not being accounted for. $24 billion went to California since 2019. I like no still like the statistic, but $24 billion went to California between 2019 and this year. And it went from 30,000 homeless people to 181,000. It multiplied by like 6 times.
Significant.
It's absolutely unacceptable that this money is going anywhere else. And people are just like, oh, well, just give them more money, And then the food banks. I don't even want to start on the food banks.
The more money goes to the people that are working for the government, it doesn't go towards, these people can't even go and shelter. Yeah.
No,
And the shelter here. I read that 2,000 homeless people will be sleeping in the streets because there's not enough shelter for people.
Yeah, and no one cares, and it's just more money. But the thing about the food banks are one of the worst things. People say, oh, let's just go to the food bank. They're giving them processed foods. It's all GMOs, so now they can it changes their brain chemistry. That's just, and I know that a lot of people eat GMO processed foods, but it's just like that's not helping this already problem. Like if you're giving them Doritos, and I was volunteering at the Boys and Girls Club for a while, like the low income Boys and Girls Club, and they would give them a third meal because at their family couldn't provide them sometimes a third meal because it was like that low income, and their third meal would literally be Doritos, like pizza, greasy, and it was just like, this isn't helping them. You say that they have ADD, and it's because of all this shit that you do to them. It's not because they actually have ADD. If you let them run around instead of being on a computer at Boys and Girls, they have computers at Boys and Girls Clubs now. They're not even playing. Like they're on the computer doing stuff, and it's just like they're not running around. That's why they have ADD. Sorry,
It's
just,
crazy.
Like, so passionate.
No, I love it. I love it.
And
Yes.
it's just like in my face, and then people call me bitter. It makes
We
me so
need more people that are passionate. That's a problem. Everyone's just so used to sitting back or staying in their bubble, living in their house up there, and saying there's not a problem, and there is.
No, even the people I surround myself with, my entire family's liberal. My sister's liberal. She lives in Eugene. She goes through substance abuse problems. My parents have substance abuse problems in their past, and it's just like this is an ongoing issue. And it's just even my roommate is a liberal, and he's like, oh yeah, I moved out of Portland because I didn't want to be around that. It's like, don't you see that it's because of the liberal policies? You live in a conservative town with me now. My roommate, he lives in a conservative place because he doesn't want to be around the crime, but he still calls himself a liberal because he wants to be the good guy. The good guy. What is that? What is the good? Sorry,
They're not good guys. If you're allowing this to happen, you're not a good guy.
He's like a Bill
especially
Maher
if you're in.
liberal, you know what I
yeah.
mean? So he acts like Bill Maher about it, and it's just like that. I understand the old school liberal thing, and like that was fine at that time, but it's not this anymore. And conservatism, we have to conserve the country. We have to, and that's the thing about liberals. They love the government. They hate the country. Conservatives love the country, they hate the government because it's so bloated. Like that's the difference. Sorry, I'm done.
I love that. I'm gonna give it back to Nick. No, you're that was awesome.
This guy right here. One sec. Don't wait 1 second. We gotta make this extra special. This guy has not. His mom hasn't seen him in 15 years. He said, and she's watching the stream right now. So make sure we get this good right here.
My mom's in Maine. She hasn't seen me in 25
Wait,
years.
come here. See, all right. Your mom hasn't seen you in 25 years.
Yeah. Since 1999.
And she's watching the live stream right now.
My parents, my mom and dad are in Maine right now watching this. And they're like, what's it like there? And then when I turned you guys on today and seen it live, I rode my bike all the way across town to be here.
What?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
So thank you for doing this. Eugene. Yeah, they're on that thing. Eugene is the best place in the country to be right now.
Now they know what you like.
We're doing really good compared.
Really?
You know? Yeah.
You think so? She was saying not.
Yeah, well, you got to travel around the country and see what's going on, then come back.
Eugene, I've been in a lot of places, and Eugene
But I agree,
doesn't
it is,
look too bright right now.
We do need a lot of work, bingo. But at the same time, yeah, you know, it saved my life coming here. So.
Really?
Yeah, all over the country, came here.
Where are you living right now?
Across town at Amazon Park.
Okay.
Yep.
Very nice.
I was homeless.
So we all know when my bank opens here on the West Coast, it will be in white gold.
Yep,
gold,
white gold.
I say.
So
and the East Coast is yellow gold.
So your parents haven't seen you in 25 years.
Well,
and
what
they're
year
seeing
is
you
it?
today.
Yep, 25.
Wow.
So, but they're really good. We talk every day. I want to go back, but I'm so connected here. It's like home now. So there is that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. Say hi to your parents.
Hi, Mom and Dad. So I love you so much.
Boom. Awesome.
Thank you. What's your name?
Nick Shirley.
Nick Shirley, Mom. Nick Shirley is responsible for all this. Thank you for doing this. It's really a prize to have you.
Awesome.
I was thinking I'm gonna watch you, but I'm like, no. I jumped up. So
Track
yeah,
me down. Stream
Yeah.
sniped me.
Yep.
Awesome. Hey,
All right.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a great rest of your
Yeah,
day.
make sure you get over the park. A lot of people are missing. They want to be seen. You know, this is gonna tell a lot of people where some people are that can't reach out.
Really?
Yeah, you guys are doing like a documentary here. This is huge. You're gonna get a lot of views.
So we should go down to the park over there?
I hope so. Yeah, the rehab's over there, Washington, Jefferson. It's hard getting across, but yeah, the
Okay.
real meat and potatoes is over there.
Meat and
Yeah.
potatoes.
Yep.
Yep.
He knows.
He's not telling no
Thanks, brother.
lie.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's why I was born here, raised in Texas. For that reason.
Boom.
They think I'm
Meat and
crazy.
potatoes.
How you doing?
Oh, word up, man.
How you doing?
Yo,
It's cold
doing
out
all
here.
right. Yo. Yeah, I mean, it could be worse.
Oh,
yo,
who's
totally.
that? Who's
Look
that
at
on
this
your
guy.
shirt?
Bebop.
Cowboy.
Who's it?
Cowboy Bebop.
He's
Best cowboy
he's
movie. I
thinking
thought
about the
that
girl on
was
the
fucking-
shirt.
You haven't ever seen this?
No,
It's
I
a
thought
great show.
it
It's a
looks
great
like
show.
The other one.
Oh, that's Spike.
What's the other show? Looks like those characters.
Outlaw Star has similar
No,
characters.
What do you got to say today?
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
My name's Stefan Strack. I also go by Ace Dog. And I ran for mayor of this smoking, flaming crater of a city.
Really? You ran for mayor here in Eugene?
Yo, 3 times actually.
And how did it go?
I mean, they counted a lot of votes this time. It was like 4,000. So,
Really?
just kind of an experiment to see
you
like
were-
what can you do to try and change the system without any money.
If you were mayor, what would you have done different?
Man, there's so much, but like a big part of it is just like actually just addressing like basic civility versus like right now it's really out of control. Like at the park that place you're going to next, I mean they've got a lot of stuff going on. They've found like 40 pounds of meth, things like that, and
Really?
when there's no priority given
Hey,
to,
the
like,
dog's
low-level
all right. The
issues.
dog's all right.
And yeah, taking care of dogs and cats, man, it's like there's a lot of good people that really care about their animals, and it's just not actually cared about by the city, and that says a lot about what kind of society we live in, how people take care of those that really can't take care of themselves, man. I used to have a dog like that, so I feel it.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, that was a big part of it, just
They should have voted for you.
that's what I keep saying.
Hey,
And a lot of them did actually, thousands. So
Really?
I mean, there's always the chance to.
You got to run again.
Hey, one thing.
someone's
What's
gotta
your name
turn
again?
this
It's I was basing on this.
Nick Shirley.
Yeah, righteous. Yeah. But yeah, it's. I mean, I love this city. I was. So you guys got to check out. There's a building over just right next to the park. I mean, you can take a look at it. But they keep a mailbox out there, which is full of Narcan for anyone to pick up. And I appreciate the concept because it's
on the ground, blue. You gotta stab them with the Narcan, and you know that if they don't wake up, you gotta keep stabbing them with the Narcan 4, 5, 10, 20, 30 times with that Narcan until they wake the fuck up.
And people still die.
No,
like
keep fucking stabbing them with the Narcan. Give them up the nose, and then giving compressions.
Yeah,
CPR,
they don't get
mouth
the
to
Narcan.
mouth.
But
Mouth to mouth
it's
is
kind of
one
a
main thing you have to do. Make sure that you plug their nose so they're not.
Like
so
it
it's not
bounce back and
useless.
forth. They get it until they don't, and it's a tough thing because it used to be people would have like just a bit of a wake up call. I could have died. No one helped me. I could have died. But then 3, 4, 5, 10 times people get brought back. Tolerance keeps going up, and then they're out.
Tranquilo.
But
Make sure you bring them back.
but it helps put things in perspective, man. Because like that's one people have always come down to this park and just like been there. Like when I was in high school, I'd go there and smoke weed and drink 40s with my friends. Get someone on the corner to buy us some beer from the 7-Eleven, and it's a lot worse. Like the difference between now and then is it's through the roof. And
yeah, we're gonna check it out.
I mean, I feel what you guys are doing because I go on walks just to try and chill and just clear my head late at night, and you see some stuff that is. I mean, if you did this walk at like 2, 3 in the morning, it's like freaking. What's that freaking show with the zombies? Not to be,
Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, it's like all of them. Walking Dead, Shaun of the Dead. Some horrible juxtaposition of the two. But
hey, well, thanks so much for coming out today.
Yeah, take a look at it though.
We're gonna go down there.
The block where the bridges are.
Oh, okay.
You take a right, and it's the building with the mailbox out front. It says CORE.
Okay.
And just take a look because it'll put things. I brought something down for you guys. This is there's one for you.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Just a souvenir from Eugene. It's like.
Get one too?
I got you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, man, I only brought 2. I'm sorry.
Appreciate it.
But
Here,
it's,
I'll put it in the pocket right here.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I support what you're doing.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Always a chance to make the day better.
What was your name again?
Stefan Strack.
Stefan Strack. From
Yeah, Ace Dog. Eugene, Oregon.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah.
Awesome.
Three-time candidate for mayor. Just trying to do my best. What's your name again? This is
Booker T. Jones.
Booker T. Jones. Right on. I appreciate
on.
what you're doing.
No, we appreciate you.
Totally. Yeah.
How you doing?
Good, bro. I just want to say what's up, bro. I was watching you during the
thank you.
during the election when you were doing the swing states, and I just want to say what's up. I
Oh
saw
yeah.
you're here,
Thank you
Eugene.
very much. Yeah,
What's
Eugene's
up, before I go,
crazy
can
so
I drop
far.
the website? Is that...
Sure.
All
Go
right.
for it.
So it's www.celebrateeugene.com. I want to change all this, make it better for people that just really need it the most, and the dogs and the cats. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank
Go,
you
yep,
very much.
crushing it. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Brooke.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Much respect.
It's been a crazy day here. Crazy interactions with people here
I
in
was watching
Eugene.
the stream earlier.
It's wild out here in Eugene, right?
It is, bro.
Do you like living down here?
It's all right. I've only been here for a couple years. I came over here for college from...
What college are you going to?
I went to Lane, just community college, and then I realized it's not the move. But yeah,
Since you've been watching this channel for a while, what's the number one thing you've learned?
That independent journalism is the wave. Like, mainstream media needs to be put to death, in my opinion.
So you're not watching CNN?
Absolutely not, bro.
MSNBC?
No, not even Fox, bro.
I know, you don't know who to trust these days, right?
Absolutely
Especially when they talk about stuff from a desk table.
Yeah,
When they're talking at a desk, they can say whatever, but until you come onto the streets, you're never going to see this guy that apparently has $10 million in the bank.
Yeah. He's all decked out in gold. Hell yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You must be Indian.
No.
Oh, okay.
Where are you from?
I'm from Oregon. I'm from a small town down south, like an hour and a half from here, called Riddle, Oregon. Yeah.
Riddle.
Yeah.
Riddle. This guy's crazy. What do you think about Eugene?
I believe it's just a bunch of people that are, to be honest, that are not really thinking for themselves and kind of just watching too much CNN. To be honest with you, that's what I think about Eugene. I think as far as the homeless population and the drug use here and stuff like that, I think people just need hope. I think that's what it is. People are looking for purpose and they lose hope in life, and that's why I think that even the left and the right, CNN, Fox News, whatever you vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, I think that we need truth, and the truth is in Jesus Christ. And I believe that the Christians in this station need to stand up and bring truth back to our country, and that's what's going to put us all back on the right path. Donald Trump's not going to save us. Jesus Christ can use Donald Trump, but Jesus Christ is the one that's going to save this country, in my opinion.
Amen to that. Hey, thank you so much for coming out. Thanks so much for watching the channel as well.
Sure,
Greatly appreciate it. Great message right there.
Yeah.
Amen to that. W's in the chat for this man right here. Throw out the W's. All right, let me set everything back up here in the backpack. We're going to head over to this park really quick, see what's going on. That was just the craziest, I don't even know how long. We're stuck here in this corner right here. This guy, we got tents over there, tents right there. Guy who hasn't seen his parents in 25 years. His mom, dad watching this stream right here. They saw him for the first time in 25 years. First time seeing probably his full body in that long. He's doing well. He gave me a big old hug right after. Let me put the Starlink in the backpack really quick, and then we'll move on over to this spot right here. What's up? No, we didn't get her on camera. You're chilling. Where'd the owner of the dog go? Where'd the owner of the dog go? Oh, she had the birthday party she had to get to. Go get the cupcakes? You want to wear this? Here you go. It is cold out here, everybody. Let me just put everything in here really quick. We're going to head over to the park. You guys are getting the behind the scenes of what it takes to be out here on the streets. It's wild out here today. All right, one more thing really quick. Hold up, chat. Hold up just 1 second. Zipping up the backpack. Now we're going to go over to the park where apparently all the action is at. Let's see. It's only taken us 2 hours to get to this park today. It's been a hectic live stream today, everybody. So, where did the lady with the dog go?
Get
What?
cupcakes, I guess.
Cupcakes. Didn't you find her boyfriend? No? Hopefully she finds her boyfriend.
Bronco?
Yeah, Bronco.
Blanco.
Blanco.
Bianco.
Bianco.
What is it? What's your boyfriend's name? Blanco, like with an L? Yeah. The B before that?
All right, we got to get going. Have a good rest of your guys' day.
Right on, brother. Thank you.
Did I lose my other glove? I don't even know where it's at. All right, let's just keep moving along here. Here it is right here. Booker T. Jones. I got it. All right, we're moving along. We're going to show you guys this park down here really quick. Ugh. Today's been a hectic day. We got hijacked starting off the day today. Completely hijacked by the service out here. And then Some of the other camera equipment died today, so it's been crazy. We even had to whip out the Starlink just to come out here to Eugene to talk to the people. And now we're going underneath this bridge over here to show you guys what's going on. But so far, overall consensus of the day is that Eugene has a lot of people living on the streets. More people than that are walking the streets.
Yeah.
There's more people living on the streets, walking the streets here.
There's nobody walking the streets. The people that you only see on the streets are the homeless people.
Yeah, the grand majority of people.
Very sad.
Here we go. Yeah. I like what the one guy was saying about Jesus. That's good. Trump's not going to save us. Everybody, you can't trust everybody, but you can't trust Jesus. Trump's going to make a big difference, though. I'm excited. I got it right now. Look outside of here, another person living out here, homeless on the streets. People out here on the tent, homeless as well. Here we go. Got really cold here really quick. So people technically should not be allowed to set up tents like this person is right next to the highway, but they are now criminalizing people for setting up tents. Supposed to give them a 72-hour notice, one of the people was saying. But inside of these parks, they took in some measures to try to get people to stop setting up these tents. Like you can find big boulders, or right underneath this overpass, they set up a huge fence blocking anybody from being able to go underneath it. But the problem is that you can set up a fence like this fence right here, but then people just move to the next spot, like right there. So they block it right there, move right there. So it's just putting a Band-Aid over it. Oh man, it is freezing! And this building's closed. Nobody in here. Downtown Eugene, building's closed down there. They got a dog park in the middle of there. We're gonna walk through this tent city. And then the guy was saying they've just put Narcans in spot locations as well. A lot of people, Narcan is what they use to revive people once they do take fentanyl. Yeah, to revive them, to get them to come back to life essentially. It does like some chemical reverse where it reverses the fentanyl or something inside their system. And it literally revives them like a video game. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Oh yeah, there's a little fire going on over here somewhere. Probably deep back in there. Bunch of tents. Got about 10 of them, or not 10 of them. Let's see. Bunch of tents back there. More tents coming up on us right here as well. Garbage, a lot of garbage out here too. Here's just a random sock. That's weird. And a bunch of garbage again. No. One sec. Just to the surface of it. Here's somebody right here, another tent. Hello? Anybody in here? Hello, hello? Hello? Another tent just set up here in the middle of the park. Interesting. Let's see. Go across the street here. And really, there's actually not that many people here inside of the park underneath this overpass. We'll do a quick walkthrough, show you guys what's happening. And tomorrow we're heading off to San Francisco. Look at this guy vibing. That's quite the bike right there. Look at that. All right, we made it to the park. I'm sure this park used to be occupied by a lot more homeless people, but it looks like they're doing construction underneath here right now, cutting down a bunch of the tree limbs. And since they did reverse the 110 here, it was called the 110 measure. Since they did reverse measure 110 here, they made it illegal for people to use drugs here in the streets of Portland, or in the streets of Oregon, out in the public. And I'm sure that also included some of the things with these tents and the places where these people are living. Because right here it says no camping, but right next to that no camping sign, this is right here. How's it going? Do you live here? No. All right, hello? People are sleeping right through down here. Uh-oh, this guy's got dogs on leash. Interesting. People, no camping sign right there. People are sleeping right there. People are yelling at us. So this is the park. Let's just go ahead and let's end the live stream for today. Booker T. Jones. Here, take this. All right, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching the live stream today. Tomorrow we will be in San Francisco. We're going to make that our best, biggest stream yet so far of this tour, as we are going across America every single day. We're going live at right around 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We'll see y'all tomorrow in a new location. Peace out.